Welcome to the second annual Hytale Create-A-Thon. We are back at it again to support the game that we so patiently wait for by showing off community fan creations and speaking with some old friends and new faces. If you are new to this event, then welcome. Feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. We will be doing a live Q&A in the Dragon's Den Discord server later in the stream. If you have any questions, make sure to ask them during that section. And if you were here for last year's Create-A-Thon, welcome back. Without further ado, let's get started with the event. What's this? Venue expenses are too high. Spent budget on food. Hey, look, I was hungry, okay? I can't host this show on an empty stomach. So you're saying we don't have a spot for the event? I'll figure something out. Well, it would seem that there is a change in plans. Looks like we'll have to find somewhere else to celebrate Createathon. Oh, I know just the place. While we make our way there, let's introduce our first guest. So, how did you start out in the Hytale community?
I found out about it the day the trailer dropped because I was on Hypixel, I'm pretty sure, and someone mentioned it. But when I got active in the community was probably early fall during 2020. I started because I remembered oh hey, it's supposed to come out next year.
Oh yeah.
And so I watched some YouTube videos and decided I wanted to try and start doing content for it. So yeah.
Yeah, it's about the same time I joined the community again, and it was for the same reason as fall, winter. I'm like, hey, game's gonna come out soon, right?
Yeah.
Funny. Still waiting. But anyway.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, foreshadowing. To this day, where do you pull your creative passion from? What motivates you to create Hytale related stuff? Because you like to make videos here and there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would that be?
So mostly it's the community, because everyone's so nice to each other and supports each other. So that always helps motivate me, knowing that there's people that watch it and stuff. And then also just the fact that the game is going to come out eventually, that motivates me.
Me too. That's the main motivator. The game will come out sometime in the near future. Eventually. Exactly. But other than that, is there anything else that motivates you or gets you in the creative spirit?
Right now, r/place was last week or something.
Yeah.
So it's always seeing, I said, the full community do stuff that motivates me to also do stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I'm the same way. I get motivated by other people creating, and they inspire me to make my own kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What are some personal life lessons that you've learned from making content in general, and then also making content in the Hytale community?
Hytale community is the first time I've really been serious about making content.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest thing I've learned is learn to take criticism and improve on it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because if I didn't take any criticism that was given to me when I first started, I doubt I would still be making Hytale content.
Mm-hmm.
Because it just helped so much.
Oh yeah. No, I've learned so much from just creating on my own, and then again interacting with other creators and asking them questions. We used to have meetings all the time with everyone in the Hytale community, showing each other what our next video is going to be on, sharing our thoughts, artwork, opinions, and ambitions for the Hytale community and the game itself.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, I mean that's where we met, of course, too. I know you were in some of those conversations. Oh yeah, I did meet you before.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, awesome. If you were to give one piece of advice to a new content creator, what would that advice be?
I
know you already said taking criticism, constructive criticism.
But, I'm not sure if this is the same thing, but when you're done a video or something, ask your friends or someone to watch it, because maybe like you made a mistake, but you're used to seeing it, so you don't notice it, and you show someone else, and then they do notice it.
I do that all the time. I show people, hey, look at this new thing. They're like, you misspelled this super easy word. Please change
You
that.
do that all the time.
Yeah, because you're the person I ask. Like for those of you who don't know, Blitz is a moderator for my Discord and my Twitch and YouTube and stuff. So every time I finish a video, I try to share it with the staff team, ask them questions, make sure there's no spelling errors and all that great stuff, because I do that a lot and no one's perfect and I need help. So they keep me in check.
I'm his spell check.
Yes. What are some of your goals you would like to reach before the end of the year or before Hytale comes out? And then what are some goals you would like to reach, like as a creator, next steps, goals, achievements that you want to reach after the game is out?
Okay, well, before the game is out, I do want to like try and like hit 1,000 subscribers, because that way when Hytale comes out, I'll have a decent enough audience that like the initial wave won't just like not include me, I guess. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then after Hytale, I want to like some plans doing, I mean like some goals doing that would probably be to try and like have grow an audience that doesn't like watch me for the game, but watches me for like me and my personality.
Yeah, that's a big one. And you know that I personally, I'm trying to do something like that as well. Like when you are creating content, of course, people are going to remember you for, oh, that guy who played that one game, or that lady who does this thing. Like they're going to remember you or discover you from that initial first thing, first game, first project, first piece of artwork. Something like that is going to grab someone's attention from that community. But what is important is making sure that you, as a creative entity or like character person, content creator, artist, it's always important to know like yourself and be able to show other things to your community, because otherwise if that thing gets taken away from you, you're not going to be able to persevere and keep doing what you're doing, because people will be like, oh, they don't play that game anymore. It's kind of happened to me a little bit personally with like the Hytale community, because I was a Hytale only YouTuber and I was focusing just on Hytale because I was excited. But recently I've been trying to branch out into other games. If anyone who is like currently following me or watches any of my new stuff, I'm still definitely interested in Hytale and definitely want to take part in any like community stuff that's going on. I'm not like angry at the community or the game or anything. There's nothing I can do, and I'm trying to keep myself entertained until that point. So right now I'm trying to focus on Sea of Thieves. I tried doing, Century Age of Ashes, which is a dragon game. Trying to figure out, what I want to play until then. Trying to figure out what I want to play or make content on until Hytale comes out, and just, figure out why people like watching me instead of the whatever game I'm playing. So yeah, definitely an important thing. Do you have any other things with that?
Like goals?
Yeah, any other goals or anything?
I guess like to try and before Hytale goal that I just remembered is like trying to do more like community videos, like involving community, where I ask people stuff, because those always seem fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love talking with people about it, because they're like, the community is Hytale at this point right now, because we're not getting a lot of news, and that's always been the case, but they're going to be the reason that we enjoy Hytale the longest. Yeah. Because the people be awesome. Keep being awesome, people.
True.
Unless you're stinky, don't be stinky. Be awesome.
Yeah. Get a shower.
Take a shower. What is your next Hytale video on? Because at this point, you told me you're making a Hytale video. What's that going to be? It's probably going to be out by the time Createathon is out, but
I'm probably going to have it out at the end of this week. Well, right now I'm working on two. One is like my plans for Hytale when it comes out, like what kind of content I want to do. And the second one is the one that's going to come out at the end of this week is going to be like going over all like the combat footage we've seen, like what the weapons and stuff can do, like the attacks and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Maybe talk a little bit about more of like your plans for Hytale. Yeah, maybe give a little brief explanation of what your plans for Hytale are.
Right now, like at the start of when Hytale first releases, I'm going to be doing like same stuff, like probably live streaming me playing through it, then like a few tutorials and guides how to do things, like probably how to beat your first boss or something.
Nice.
And then like once I get like settled into Hytale and get like used to all the news, everything, I guess, I'm going to be doing a mix of like modded content, so like reviewing and doing tutorials on mods and just playing through mod packs.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah, I'm also going to do like I guess like cinematic story stuff.
Ooh, same.
Yeah, because like I've been working on my character's backstory, and I want to try and
some
explore
lore.
it. Yeah.
Explore the lore. That's awesome, though. It's so cool to hear so many people be interested in doing that kind of stuff, because it makes the game feel more real, like, or not like, oh, it's a real game, but like you're embedded into the world more if you have like a story for your character. Like in Sea of Thieves, they give you titles for doing things or outfits for doing a specific thing, and people will make a character that's like embedded in the world, like, oh, I did this one event, or I fought this bad guy and got this cool weapon and now it's part of my lore. Or they create their own original lore and stuff like that. So that's really cool to see that you're doing that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Gonna be good.
Oh yeah. What's something you'd want to say to the current Hytale community right now? Like all of us who are watching Createathon and everyone who's like waiting for the game still. Any motivation for them or any?
I'm not very good at motivation, but it's going to come out eventually.
There you go. Someday. What's your favorite feature of Hytale that you're excited for? Like, just, I mean, it doesn't have to be the most favorite, but like just one thing that you're really excited for about Hytale itself.
Can I say two things?
You can say two things.
Okay. One is magic.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
I've never had a game with that the type of magic that Hytale is foretold to have.
Yeah. Like the closest thing I've had is probably like modded Minecraft.
Yeah, right.
Second thing is like the I guess movie stuff that you can do.
Yes, the cinematic tools. All the creative tools for Hytale. I'm so excited because like you have to mod that into games or like cheat in order to get that kind of stuff, and like just that feature alone is going to produce so much like longevity for the game, because once people beat the game or beat the story mode or whatever, they're sick of playing mini games, they can tell, like, again, it's about telling your own story, telling your character's story. And I am going to do that. Like, I know it takes so much production, but I am so excited to do that kind of stuff. I know that, like, everyone's excited to do that, and you'll see different stories from different creators and people in the community, but I've already started working on, like, this, like, character development of the characters that I want to tell in the story, different references to things that have happened in the community or other communities, music, artwork, all that kind of stuff. So I'm already getting ready.
You're doing great.
So yeah, super excited for that stuff.
Yeah.
Here's a random Hytale question. What weapon type do you think you're gonna main in Hytale? Like, I know we don't know much, but like, what's your go-to weapon type that you would normally go to in games?
So let me think of like what we have. Probably like I'm going to mostly use like magic, probably.
Right.
But, as like a actual weapon, probably either the dual daggers or I don't know, like a bow.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I like to be more of like I don't know. Like, I like versatility, like weapons that allow you to move and like mix things up. So like, those are always cool ones. I do like medium tier weapons, like not heavy weapons, but not necessarily like daggers and quick reacting weapons. Yeah. I like to be able to change it up and be like kind of like I can use this for anything kind of deal. Like certain axes. I don't know if that's how they're going to be in Hytale. I don't know. Yeah. But yes.
The closest thing I can sort of compare it to is like Valheim with their different weapon types.
Yeah.
In that game, I mainly did a bow and the like daggers.
Yeah. Like I like range weapons too, but I like having like your trusty sword or your trusty like battle axe that you can do anything with pretty much. A weapon type that's like an all around. I should have this to fight whatever, because like there's certain things you're like, I want a big mace to fight this because it's tanky, or I need to use this quick weapon because this boss or this thing I'm fighting is very quick and light on its feet, so I have to be like that as well. It all depends, but generally when I'm like in games and fighting things, I like to have one like melee weapon that I can trust, and then of course like a ranged weapon as well, something I can do close-up battles and far-away battles with.
Yeah, all depends on what Hytale has.
Exactly. Also, magic's pretty dope.
Oh. Yeah, lightning. But you couldn't guess I would have chosen that element.
No, not at all. I thought you were more of a wind. Ice. No, I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, neither do I.
But yeah, man, thanks for coming to talk with me about Hytale stuff. I really enjoyed the time.
It's been fun.
Yeah, and I hope you guys watching enjoy the rest of Createathon.
Yeah.
Well, this will have to do. We didn't exactly have a huge venue budget. I know it looks kind of spooky in there, but don't you guys worry. Nothing your trusty pirate guide can't handle. Oh boy, what did I forget this time? Oh yes! This year we have new limited time Createathon merch for you guys to enjoy. You can click the pinned link in chat or in the description below to check it out. Of course, this is all optional and all of the proceeds will go to our lovely staff team who helped us create this event. Thank you guys so much for your support. Also, there's some other ExodusAblaze designs on the shop too if you wanted to grab something extra spicy. Oh. Stop being a sellout? Signed chat? But you just told me to... Never mind. Guess we were having banana peels and ramen for dinner tonight because no one will let me make any money. Anyway, I'm going to prepare this cave for the show while you guys check out our next creative interview. So how did you start your creative journey in the Hytale community?
Okay, so I remember starting my creative journey in a... Well, if you're asking how I found out about Hytale and then started it, I remember back when I was in high school, my friend, who I'm going to address as Valkyrie, as they go by right now, they walked up to me one day after class, and they were just head over heels over this brand new game that was released. You know, there was this awesome trailer for it, and they had a lot to say about it, and a lot of them really started grabbing my attention. You know, elements such as dragons, cinematography tools, you know, custom animations, custom script, and just a lot of passion for it. And I got really engaged. I started thinking, wow, that sounds really cool, you know?
Right.
All right.
So recently, there hasn't been a lot of Hytale news, obviously, and everyone knows that. And for good reason, it's being worked on, and everyone is trying to, you know, keep their spirits up while we wait. Where do you pull your personal creative passion from at the moment? Or if you don't have any of that at the moment, where have you put it? Where have you, like, been inspired in the past?
All right. So in regards to current Hytale content, I guess we could all agree that we're kind of low on fumes at the moment. You know, every now and then there's a little bit of a resurgence, but during the long wait, it's hard to maintain consistent excitement. You know, at the same level because, well, you're gonna dry yourself up. I think it's good that we're kind of in this down period, if you will. You know, where our energy is a bit tame because honestly, right, if we're that excited before the game comes out and then it comes out, it's going to be impossible to feel that same excitement all the way through. So I'm glad before it comes out, you know, we're having this moment of, yeah, no, if Hytale happens, it happens. I hope it does, but that'll be good. And when it, you know, when it's around the corner, we're going to go back to just nonstop shouting about it from the top of our lungs.
But like I was saying, I've seen the community kind of change a lot in its mindset. Like last year, gosh, it's already been a year. Last year, people were like eagerly waiting for the game. Like, it's coming out soon. Gotta get ready. We gotta grind. We gotta get that content going. Gotta get in the algorithms. Gotta make all the connections and do all the network. It was really like everyone was trying to take advantage of Hytale in a sense. And while being a creator, you want to like get the ball rolling and be ahead of the game, or being an artist and getting like recognized as someone who supports the game. It was starting to get like really, I would say.
I wonder how many artists were in that position, because I wasn't in that position. I wasn't drawing for recognition.
Right.
You know.
It's not mainly the artists. I'm just throwing that in there.
No,
like,
I know, but I am wondering though. How many are doing it for recognition? Because there's nothing wrong in that. I think that's a wonderful
no, of course, like
thing to do.
We want to, like, people should be recognized. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, like, right now there's like, it's way quieter because there's not a bunch of people trying to like scramble to the top of whatever community or whatever's going on. Like, there's no.
Well,
like,
now. That's a good point. Right now is a great time if you're like an artist or a content creator and you want to stand out. Because, well, your competition's on hiatus.
Well, what I'm trying to say is it shouldn't be about competition, and like me personally, like growing as like trying to get noticed as a creator. I went in trying to do something I was passionate about and then started getting really competitive with it, trying to like, you know, grow, and there's like a good side and a bad side to it.
Absolutely.
But now it's like a really good moment to really just show your appreciation for the community as it is right now. And I know some people might not agree and be like, you know, we don't care. Like, we want the game. Like, oh, the community, like everything's probably going to change once the game is out anyway, too. Like,
I hope so.
Yeah, like in more ways than one. I hope it changes.
Yeah, I hope there's a game that we fix it on. That we can actually.
What are some like personal life lessons you've learned from making art in the Hytale community? Like, not necessarily like, you know, a specific life lessons, but what's like something you've learned from putting yourself out there here in this lovely block game community that isn't out?
So something I've learned, well, there's two things. There's something I've learned, right? And there's something I think others should learn, right? The main thing I learned, right, is getting involved in a community is a great way to just make this huge glossary of friends, right, that you never would have met otherwise. Really amazing people who all have their own arsenal of skills and talents that you'll just feel absolutely lucky to have in your life, even if it's just one point, you know? Like, I'm blown away what the members of the community can do, and, you know, quite a good handful of them have just shown me things that are cool about them, and I'm like, wow, this is awesome.
Exactly.
You know? Right, and I feel like that's probably the best part about, you know, putting yourself out there, right? Is you give yourself the chance to meet all these cool people, right? And it blows my mind that I was in a position so favorable to do that, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Especially since, in my opinion, right, I don't hold people's arts higher than others, right?
Right.
Although I do feel like there's many individuals who just are so much more skilled or talented than I, and for some reason I'm considered equal with them, and it warms my heart to think that, you know.
Absolutely, right? Dude. Like, I mean, everyone's like coming from different paths of life in this community. There's people who are, you know, still in school, and there's people who are like moms and dads in the community creating stuff and showing their appreciation, which is really cool to think about. Like, I don't actually take that into consideration that there's like a lot of people older than ourselves in this community. I mean, like, even the people making the game are like adults. I mean, that I don't know where I'm going with this, but like, you know what I'm saying,
dude.
Like,
the people making this game aren't children.
Not, I was just gonna say, it's wow, they're not child. What? What's happening? If you were to give at least one piece of advice to new content creators or artists joining the Hytale community or wanting to create something, what would that be?
Advice for newcomers in the community.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Very. We're all wanting to know, Derry. We need you.
I would say follow a very strict schedule of practice. 14 to 30 minutes minimum, right? 15. My bad. I don't know why I said 14. 15 to 30 minutes minimum practicing what you want to do and bring to the table. Everyone's going to hold you to the highest standards because great legends have come before you. So you have a high level to clear. That being said, you can ignore all of that and just post whatever you want. You could even just say, "Hi, I like the game," and we'll accept you.
All right.
To get involved in the community, all you have to do is say hello, and just be a good person. It's not that difficult.
It's not that hard to be a good person, guys. What do you...
Yeah.
No, yeah. Well, I definitely agree. Just like, especially nowadays when everything's slow, it's really nice to see like new Hytale related anything that isn't a April Fool's game's coming out. I'm so funny. It's really nice to see something actually creative or like an actual opinion on, you know, either the weight for the game or one of the features or anything regarding the community, because it's like it's very dormant, so it's really nice to see that kind of stuff and see new faces.
Often I'm in a position where I feel like the only way I can garner attention or make people smile is to just produce more art, only in regards to Hytale, because that's just what people enjoy, you know? And that's a really unhealthy mindset, you know? And I have been proven that's not true. If I just want to say hi to a couple people in the community, I always get a hello back. Right?
Oh, absolutely, dude. Yeah, you've made friends.
You really don't need to seek out attention through such negative means, right? You don't need to tell yourself, I need to earn my place to be here, right? You've already earned it just by entering the door.
Yes. Anyone who's creating anything Hytale related just to like talk to people or talk about Hytale, you shouldn't be doing that for that reason. Like, you can talk to anyone. You can like reach out and hang out with people or try to get in touch with people. Like, we're all the same here. We're all just people waiting to play a video game, and we're excited. So it's not, I know, like, I get what you're saying, because that's kind of how I felt when I started out too. Like, oh, I can't, like, I couldn't like message some of these people because I didn't want to be perceived as like a certain way.
Needy.
Like, especially like, let's, you know, I wanted to make Hytale videos and I wanted to learn from like Connor, and I was like, oh, Quebec Corner probably doesn't want to talk to me or all these Hytale YouTubers. If I say anything, they're gonna like look at me and be like, oh, you looking for clout? Get out of here. And that's like not what I was going for.
Connor's such a sweetheart.
Oh, yeah, he's so nice. He
assures me time and time again he values like me as a friend, right? And it always warms my heart, you know. I feel like everyone should just give Connor a little hello every now and then.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
sure he's doing all right.
Make sure he's alive. Be like, hey, I haven't heard from you in a bit, dude. Hello. Knock on the old Quebec tree.
Yeah.
Anyone
Like,
home?
Don't ask him to do anything, but like let him know you can't. No, that came out wrong. When I say don't ask him to do anything, I mean like don't be like, hey, when's your next Hytale video coming out? Like I would really like to know when your next Hytale video is coming out. Don't do that. Just him or any other people within the community that you think are like, whoa, they're tall. Just grab some stilts and you'll be at the same level. I got lost there.
I can tell you just like you like find you do what I do, but like on a, like 10 times more. You find your own path and you just go with it, but you just come out like I don't even know what I'm saying anymore either. We just stumble through the brush together. I love it.
We got this, Exo. We just need to get more stilt. Okay. Imagine dragons.
Yes. Yeah, I'm imagining.
Demons.
But yeah, any of you guys that are watching that just want to hang out or talk about Hytale again, you can join my Discord. There's some other Hytale related Discords. I personally have tried to like build my own community as it is right now, not just we only talk about Hytale. Like he also
talks about dragons.
I talk about dragons. We talk about pirates. We talk about music, YouTube, streaming, content creation, artwork. We have art competitions for like money. So it's not just Hytale. There's other stuff you can be doing there. But if you would like to talk about Hytale, we would really like to talk about it too, because we miss you guys, and I know it's really slow. So if any of you guys want to hang out with me or Dairy, we will be there, and yeah, can't wait to talk to you. So what has been your most fun Hytale project to date?
I will say one of them that was so there was two that was really fun, and then there's one more that I would like to say, but the first two, right? The first one that was fun for me was turning a drawing done by Canadian Flash into a moss horn, wearing his Canadian Flash like hoodie. Because Canadian Flash hates moss horns, and I turned his drawing I believe he had drawn Tessa as a stick figure, and I turned that into a moss horn, and it was really cool, and I posted the process.
Ooh.
And I had a blast with that.
That sounds awesome.
The other one is my Baron and Gaia piece. I had a lot of fun with that one because I challenged myself to finish a drawing. And I think that's the closest I've come.
Ready then?
And then the other one is I spent months creating an animatic for Quebec Corner. And he has teased it before, and he's given me permission verbally before multiple times that I can tease it, right? But then again, I'm nervous that he'll change his mind one day about how much he wants me to tease. So I'll just say, I drew like 5 of the panels in an airport.
Oh.
On my way to a Maine.
Okay.
And it was such a weird experience. Working while people were watching me draw in an airport on a Hytale thing.
Who are some of the people that supported you in the beginning that you either are friends with now or you just remember as being incredibly supportive in any way?
Ooh, that's a really long list.
Hey, easy there, man.
So, what would you consider the beginning to help shorten this list?
I would say when you started when you first started making Hytale themed art pieces. We'll stick to like the
regularly.
Yeah, like when you started getting like recognized, or people started sharing your stuff more, or giving feedback on it, just things that like stick in your mind from that like era.
Well, an easy one to say is Quebec Corner, Connor himself. He was the biggest member of the community itself that really took note of me, right? And that was a really cool experience. Let's see here. Violet, she definitely noticed my drawing skills, and I'd say we're still in touch every now and then, a lot less than I'd like to. I think she's a cool person, but you know, she's got her whole MCC thing going on, so
Yeah, she's super busy.
she is. Let's see here. Who else? I'm trying to think. You know, first thank Mr. before.
Okay.
That's where I'm thinking earliers, right?
Right.
So I don't know. Some of the devs gave me some good attention, right? Which really helped boost my confidence in myself, and I don't, you know, I'm not buddy with any of them.
Right.
However, you know, specifically, Oscar the musician, right? Propsy and Buddha Cat are the 3 devs that have been very like sweet to me.
Yeah.
In my early days, and left a lasting impression on me.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Before this year 2022 ends, what are some goals that you would like to achieve? Whatever they be it creative or like personal goals you want to share?
Goals. Art Day.
Art
You
Day.
too.
Yes, I remember that. I remember Art Day. I remember that.
Yeah.
That
Art
was
Day,
fun. I miss Art
too.
Day.
And I would love to use the Ironsworn and Starforge systems to draw a comic series with.
With who? Or just a comic series in general?
Using the game engine to draw a comic series.
A game. Okay, I'm like, you know, I've got some ideas for that, but I'm not able to do it yet.
If you want to join, yeah.
Oh,
we
well,
can do it.
not
Yeah, okay.
the game.
Oh, well, now that you're committed.
No,
you know.
no, wait. I have no idea what the games you said were.
Oh, no, it's okay. You committed, so now you got to do it.
No.
Yeah, be looking forward to that. The Tale of the Jade Dragons.
What?
Issue 1.
What? How did you know the title? What the hell?
Yeah, you know, starring Exo and Dairy, coming out before the end of 2022.
Well, I guess we better get busy this summer. Who have you talked to? I haven't even like shared. All right, well, thank you so much, Dairy, for chatting with me today and supporting the Hytale community. Alrighty, well, I will let you guys get back to the event. Hope you guys are enjoying this interview. I might cut this part out. I don't know.
I said a lot of words today.
I don't think I'll be able to talk for the rest of the night.
This 20-minute interview.
It's actually been an hour. It's supposed to be.
It's been an hour.
All right.
Cool.
Alrighty, this is where the magic happens. Now, I know it doesn't look like much, but we hooked up a projector and everything.
I told you to stay out.
Hey, buddy.
I told you not to call me that too.
Well, you know I'm not a very good listener.
Who are these vermin?
These lovely people are here to celebrate Createathon.
What is Createathon?
Glad you asked. Createathon is all
I
about...
don't care. Get out of my home.
You mean our home?
Why do you insist on embarrassing me in front of every single mortal you bring into my presence?
'Cause it's fun. What else would I do with my own pet dragon?
I am not a pet.
Watch your temper, buddy.
I am not your buddy.
Okay, calm down. You know what anger does to your digestive system.
Perhaps my time would be better spent elsewhere. Enjoy the silence while you still can, humans.
Thanks, buddy.
Not your buddy.
I think he's starting to like me. We haven't seen the last of Old Green and Grumpy, so let's pick up where we left off, shall we? Time to get into some community fan creations. Alrighty, guys. It is time to review the fan art. How you guys doing today? Let us get this. I have a whole bunch of stuff to show you guys. We had some very surprisingly heavily edited stuff sent in at the very last minute, so we're gonna let's see what we got here. We're gonna hop into this right here. I know the screen's black, don't worry, I will show what that is in a second here. Let me just make sure this is all working. All right, here we go. We're gonna turn this down. All right, so this was sent in by, let me, before I do this. There we go. You guys can see it. Perfect. So this was sent in by Nighty. It is a fully, I haven't seen all of it because I want to do reactions live on stream. This is a fully edited video of him asking, I don't know. I will have to just, it's a journey.
Oh, okay.
It's a journey.
You know what Hytale is?
No, I don't think so.
What do you think it is?
Wait, say it again.
Hytale.
Hytale? No idea.
I'm gonna give you a hint. Much like Minecraft. What do you think it is now?
A game?
Oh my god,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
edits.
Close.
I mean, yeah.
Well, a computer game, I guess.
Is it good?
Sure, yeah.
Do you think Hytale is also good?
Yes.
Okay, last question. Are you guys gonna show up for the Createathon event?
Well, we don't live in Stockholm, so I don't think so.
Damn, this
Sunday.
guy's from not Stockholm. Yeah,
What
thank
the
you so much. Thank you so much. To the unknown of the people.
What? This
Do you know
is
what Hytale
total
is?
chaos.
No,
What do you think it is?
that's what it is.
Okay, so let me tell you that it's a beautiful game, and there's something which I will ask if you will come to that event, Createathon.
No.
Well,
Why
shoot.
did I sound like such an advertiser when I said, which I will ask you to join?
He's
I'm like,
doing the Lord's work.
Okay, wait. Let's say hi to the YouTubers. I think
Oh, boy.
probably gonna react to it, maybe. Hello, ExodusAblaze.
Hi, Nighty.
Hello, Reddoons. Hey, what's up, bro? Whoa, bird. Maybe we interview you guys.
What the heck?
Okay. Yes. Do you? Maybe. Do you know what? Oh my God. Hey,
going
do you
on?
know what Hytale is?
No.
It's a game, much like Minecraft. Do you think it's good?
Yes.
We love Minecraft. I play Hypixel.
No, but like.
Oh, look, it's
Okay,
Quig.
so Hypixel.
Yeah.
There's a game that they're making that's called
It's not
Hytale.
Quig, it's a
Okay.
joke.
Okay. So do you guys know what that is now?
No.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
What-
I'm
what's
kidding.
like?
I'm kidding.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So. Sorry, bro. It's off limits. Too
Oh, boy.
good for you. Yes.
Not
so
for me.
My last question is: there's an event on Hytale
Yeah.
called Createathon. What's up? Are you guys gonna come to that event? Createathon?
Get an invite.
You're not invited, sadly.
What's up? Well, it's called Nighty, like nights and then IE at the end.
Oh my goodness. What is
No,
this?
nights. Like natt på engelska, så night. IE. Yeah, of course. And then IE. But anyways, you guys are not gonna come to Createathon?
Yeah, we can come.
Oh, great. You know who Reddoons is?
What is happening?
It's Viggo
Why
Andersson
did
from
you
Sweden,
go?
and today we're going to splurge on NK. Yeah.
Wait, you didn't tell anyone. You didn't give people a.
Men Jack om någon nätverk, försök snacka vitt i brorsan,
should
men han
subscribe.
lyssnat han något, tejpa gatan, vägspärr.
I don't think that was
was
the
amazing.
actual words, but
Thank
I
you.
appreciate the caption.
Thank you. Have a great time, everybody. They plugged me, bro.
Yeah, they fucking plugged you.
And they probably robbed you on the way. Just kidding.
Probably.
Do you know the game Hytale?
What now?
Hytale.
No, sorry, I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, so if I
Really?
say that it's a game similar to Minecraft, do you remember it?
No, I am familiar with Minecraft though. If that is any help.
Okay, so speaking
I'm
about
sure
Minecraft
you are,
like
sir.
YouTubers, then Do you know a guy named Reddoons?
No, I do not. Sorry.
Just a random question then. Are you gonna show up at the Createathon event for Hytale?
I wish I could. I'm not in Stockholm. But,
Hey, this guy too, man.
Oh, I wish I could.
Yeah, he just
oh my
came here.
goodness.
oh yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Nobody knows what Hytale is.
Maybe it's because it's not.
Createathon viewers. I love y'all. Hytale is not dead. It's very much alive and will be alive again when it releases or in a new postcard blog post. Yeah.
This is great.
I love you, EXO. You know the game Minecraft, right?
Love you too, bro.
Okay. But you know what it is. So, do you know what the game Hytale is?
No.
Do you know what the game Hytale is?
The whimper.
Okay,
No.
so do you know what
Go
Hypixel
away,
is?
purple man.
Oh, okay, nice. So
Oh.
there's a game that they're making, the Hypixel server.
Oh, the mom
it's
in the
called
back
Hytale.
just
I
like
thought you might
wanting
know
to
it, but no,
leave.
no.
Why are they
Basically,
videotaping
it's releasing
him?
in, like,
Wait,
3
what?
years. Y'all will be there, right?
This is insane.
Maybe. So my last question: do you guys know ExodusAblaze?
What?
ExodusAblaze.
No.
Okay, he's a very cool guy.
Oh my
Search him
God.
up, ExodusAblaze. Have a great time, guys. Have a great time.
What is your YouTube channel?
It's nighty, like night. And
I have like secondhand embarrassment from this,
We did
dude.
it themselves like this.
Um,
Hey, we're doing this every day, bro. Do you know
Oh
what the
my
game
lord.
Hytale is?
No.
All of
Do you know what Minecraft is?
Stockholm is gonna
Do you
know
know
of
what Hypixel is?
ExodusAblaze and Reddoons and how annoying we are.
Server, you know.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
They're making a game called Hytale, and there's an event for it called the Createathon. Will you show up?
Probably not, because I do game Minecraft some, not just in servers, so I probably won't.
Who
That's a
edited
very
this? This is
defensive.
great.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hytale. What? The game
Why?
Hytale.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Do you guys know Hypixel then? Oh, okay. Do you guys know any Minecraft YouTubers?
No. I used to follow the Oxcast years ago.
There's a guy named
What?
ExodusAblaze and a guy named Reddoons.
Oh my
Do you guys
gosh.
know them? Thank you so much for.
I think that's for the best. I'd prefer people don't know who I am.
Okay, do you know ExodusAblaze?
Yes, I do actually.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you've seen my videos, right? Do you know Reddoons?
Yes.
Do you know the Hytale Create-A-Thon event?
Yes, but I'm probably not coming.
Wow. Oh, dang. Now that... Is this how it ends?
That's the end of the video. Goodbye, guys. Have a great time, and I'll see you later. I love ExodusAblaze and the Createathon event happening live right now. Thank you, guys.
Live right now.
Have a great.
There you go. It just cuts. That is great. Well, thank you, Nighty, for sending that in and for all the hard work you put into that. That was absolutely incredible. I feel horrible for all the people who had to hear my name in public. But that was amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Go check out Nighty if you want to see more of that stuff, I suppose. But from this point forward, we're going to look at some... we have a lot of other artwork to go through. Here we have a thing from EFS3. Really awesome artwork of... I believe this is a void spawn. Yes, I am remembering the names of Hytale things. This is really, really awesome. I love the design of the mob itself. And his portrayal of it is outstanding. Really love it. I love the colors. You know, green. Green's my thing. I love the attention to detail with the droolies. Super sick. And great work. I think we have some more from him as well. We have a couple pieces here to go through. So, done with that one. Let's go in here. We've got a Fen Stalker. Now, this is sick. I love the Fen Stalker as well. Their design is... I like that a lot more as well. Look at that guy. He's got the webbed fins and everything. I've got to say, their artwork has greatly improved. I've been seeing their fan art for a long, long time. So it's really cool to see them grow as an artist and make cool stuff. Oh my gosh, look at the toesies. He's got little toesies. The knees. The knees. So cool. Oh, he's got abs too. All right, we're getting a little carried away here. Let's keep going through this. Oh my god. Yes, I agree. Yes, you're such handsome lad. Very nice. What else we got? Oh, this was sent in by Zoid. Let me do a voice for this. As the Quebecs wake up for yet another peaceful day in their village, some fellas comes and destroys their peace. Some fellas is trying to save their peace. So, I'm just gonna point out that I do not promote the burning of Quebecs. Clearly, as I am trying to stop the mass Quebec burning from happening. And also Reddoons was there too. Panicking. We got Nighty and Quatra, it would seem, vandalizing a Quebec village. Love to see it. Would much rather love to see moss horns being burned, but nonetheless, it's a great art piece by Zoidus, and really, really awesome. Super cool. Love this stuff. Can I zoom in at all here? Can I zoom in a bit? No. Cool. Thank you, Chrome. Yes, I use Chrome Expose. Yeah, go check this out on Twitter. I should be retweeting most of this stuff, and if you use the hashtag Hytale Create-A-Thon link on Twitter, you can go look at this stuff for yourself and get a closer look. What else we got here? Now this is so crazy by Yeet Guy. So Yeet Guy, with all the inspiration with r/place that happened I believe a couple weeks ago. The Hytale community and other communities rallied together to make the Hytale logo on the Reddit r/place. Now this wasn't there, but Yeet Guy made basically their own entire pixel art in the r/place style on their own. There is so many like Easter eggs and references to this. If you haven't seen this, go on Twitter and give it a like, because it's so awesome. There's so much detail. There's so many community members as well. Like we got Canadian Flash's not Canadian logo here. We got Dank Corpse, Ethos, Hawkon, EFS3, Insidious, Swervy, Rolo, Eco, I believe. I believe this is Eco. I think. I might be wrong. Then we that is I can't remember his name. Oh no! It's been so long since I've talked to him. And mine got that guy. I think this is Legacy Gaming right here. There's Lee and Reddoons and Blitz and the Green Dragon itself. Okay, there's so many. There's even Hytale News back here. Look at all this stuff. What is it? What's that? I don't know what that is in the shower. I think it's a moss horn because they're stinky. Look at, there's just so much to look at. I wish I could zoom. Oh my gosh, it's Budakar. Is that an ambulance with Gaia on it? No, that's the van that was shown. Got 30 Virus and Fezzy up here. So much to look at. Go give this a look and zoom in a lot, because there's a lot of stuff that I'm just now noticing as well. Oh, is that? I know that guy. See, there's so much to go look at. Go check this out on Twitter on the hashtag Hytale tag. Yeah. This one is from Madaba. This is his Hytale inspired YouTube banner. Thank you for sending this in. Ooh, super cool. He's got his own little Hytale character. He's got all the symbols, and he's got a yellow sheep. Imagine that, yellow sheep. I don't know if you can dye the sheep in Hytale, but that would be pretty sick. But yeah, thank you for sending this in. Really appreciate it. What else we got here? Oh. We've got this cursed animation from Heinz Gaming. For some reason, I really like these. Like, they're really funny to me. Oh my goodness. Yeah. When you're watching Hytale Create-A-Thon and you see yourself in an Easter egg, imagine. What else we got? We have this from H-Labs. Now, if you don't know who H-Labs is, H-Labs does a lot of Hytale models and animation. So they made there's a whole bunch of images from them. I have to like go through and find it. But they took the Buddha car meme and made Buddha driving a certain type of car in Hytale. There's some other shots here. Did they reply to him here? No, I gotta go find him now. Let's go find him. Gotta love look at all this Hytale stuff. Yeah, look at there's more. Like, I love the lighting on this, and there's just so much detail in these models. He looks like he's looking at Exo. Yes. But yeah, great stuff. Is there more? Oh yes. Look how much detail went into just making a car. Look at the, oh my gosh. Someone hire this person immediately. Great stuff, H Labs. Keep up the good work. Thank you for sending this in. There's still more. Look at the doors. How long did this take? Oh my god. This guy, you need to get hired, my friend. Look at this. There's more. Holy cow. Where's Buddha driving? Oh my gosh. Good old Buddha. But yeah, excellent work, H-Labs, as always. Can't wait to see more. We've got another model maker and artist. Stranger Torfin sent in their very own Farron? The desert people. Whatever they're called. I believe they're Farron. Oh my goodness. I love this. I love like seeing the different expressions of their characters and seeing them do different things. I believe he's pulling potions out of his bag there. That's super sick. Oh yes, potions. Does that have eyes? Hold on. Is that a living slime thing? Foreshadowing? Oh, wink. Alrighty. He's getting frisky. Watch out. Oh, he's got a tail. That's sick. Lots of attention to detail. I can't wait to see what you guys do in the future with this. This is so amazing. So awesome. I believe they have some more work I saved here as well. We got Hydro X's custom weapon pixel art. Look at all this. And they're animated too. Oh yeah. Ooh, green fire sword. I love that. I like this one too. Like, was that the cobalt dagger? Is that what it is? Oh, green sword. Gotta love the green sword. Anything green, it's mine. But yeah, thank you for sending this in, Hydro. Amazing work. Awesome, awesome. Can't wait to see more from everyone. We've got John D. Squirrel. I believe they had a couple of these, so I'm going to have to go through their page and look at these. But they have full-fledged Hytale illustrated scenes here. So we got this character walking towards a... I believe this cottage was in some of the Hytale footage. If you've seen any Hytale videos or footage recently, you might recognize this. Super, super awesome. That's, I'm going to click on their thing and try to find some more. I believe they have more. Yeah, look at... There's... I believe that's Propsy about to get eaten by an alligator in the desert biome. Super, super cool. I think... Did they have one more? No, is that it? Oh. That's all. But great work. Thank you for sending that in. Love and appreciate you. Keep up the good work. Now, Hawkon has got models for days, people. Look at all this stuff. We got this lady. Aqua Girl. Was this an anime? I think this is an anime thing. So apologize if I don't know the characters. I'm gonna give them all weird names. It's gonna be great. We got we're gonna call you the green slash man ninja. The green ninja. There we go. I don't even know. The Big Friend 37. Mr. Big Friend here. That's pretty cool to see these different like characters. And we have Xbox guy. Super cool though. Look at the... I didn't even notice this. It's got the like the sandal thing in between the toes. That's super sick. He added One Piece models. Very okay. It's One Piece. A piece of one. I apologize for not knowing this. Good work as always, Hakon. We got some more here as well. Oh, he's got the devs animated. It's so cute. Can I zoom in, please? Oh yes, so cute. We got Hiccup. I know that guy. Pretty cool. I look at the detail and all the padding and stuff, like the texturing and that. Super cool. Ooh. This is another anime that I probably I don't know what this is, I'm gonna be honest. But nonetheless, it looks super awesome. Great work. Alrighty. Let's see what else we got. I think we have more from Stranger Torfin. We got a little illustration of another character and a pet snake. Give me Give that to me. Awesome stuff. Love that. We have Sharkle next. Look at Sharkle with the Hytale. What is this made out of? What is this made out of, Sharkle? Oh, it's just wood blocks? That's super awesome. Did you cut this yourself? Did you like custom make these? That's awesome. And then he's repping the Createathon merch from last year, as well as the ExodusAblaze. Whoa, hold on. Look, you painted all these? You painted these? Holy cow, that's amazing. That must have taken a lot of work. Thank you for doing this. That's awesome. And I love that you're enjoying the merchandise. If you guys, I don't know how long the merch is going to be up. Probably about a week for the Createathon stuff. Just want to let you guys know there is time to go get that later. Made of wood. Yes. Sharkle. Great stuff. Thank you so much for doing this. Then we got some from Slaggle here. Slaggle has a couple anime models here. So this is Demon Slayer. I think there's some more. Let me see what else he's got. There's a lot more. I think. Hey, here we go. Got this guy. I'm so sorry that I don't know all this stuff, but nonetheless, the detail is really awesome, and I love the style. I like seeing the characters holding different weapons and doing cool poses. Really sick. Super awesome. Love it. And then we have Sleepy Frog. They have a video that we're gonna watch going over, it's the Hytale timeline image, but they talk and like I've done one that's like the history of Hytale. It's kind of similar to that, so I want to show you guys that. Really awesome work. Go give them a follow and check it out for yourself as well for when they do more stuff. But we're gonna give it a watch, and then we're gonna hop into some more interviews. And after those interviews, we're gonna go into a Q&A. I'm gonna talk with you guys and check on the community on a more personal level and give you guys some time to shine in the spotlight. So let's check this thing out here.
This is the Hytale, created by General Ace back in 2021. It's a 2v2T inspired Hytale timeline, and for the Hytale Create-A-Thon 2022, I'll be explaining it. Although this timeline may seem complicated,
Love that transition.
It's split up into 6 main sections, which I'll explain as we go on. This timeline spans from late 2018 to mid 2021, but I'll leave out anything that has to do with early development, because I'll mostly be trying to stick to General Ace's timeline. I'll also fill in some information from 2021 to the present, just to keep this video up to date.
The early days.
It all started on December 9th of 2018.
Whoa, what the heck? I haven't seen this screenshot before.
A few days later, on December 13th, came Hytale's official trailer. YouTubers and the Hypixel community soon came to see for themselves, which marked the start of the early days. Originally, there was skepticism from the Minecraft community, deeming Hytale as a Minecraft knockoff. But soon came around 2019, and Hytale began to post blog posts, concept art, OST tracks, and art time lapses. All of this proved that Hytale wasn't messing around, and people started to see Hytale as its own deviation from Minecraft. The hype for the game grew, and so did the community. Soon, Hytale's trailer had 50 million views, and...
Wait, oh my gosh, I thought that was real.
Hey there, Max.
Oh my gosh, it's Ray!
About that Create-A-Thon video you were working on, yeah. Can I do some lines?
Yeah, I'm a little bit busy at the moment, but I can...
yes?
Okay, I'll give you this paragraph I still haven't recorded stuff for, and...
Perfect. Not long after, on August 20th, blog posts stopped.
No!
This was the first
How could
time
they?
Hytale had gone silent since it was announced. This silence sparked theory, frustration, doubt, and even
the first depression. You can't see in the top left. That's the title of this.
Hytale, as the hype was short-lived, and at that point, Minecraft was being repopularized with the whole
Cursed Minecraft
series. People came to forget about our beloved game, sadly. Okay, this is way too depressing. Okay, hold on. Let me set the mood. And 2 weeks later, of November,
this is Minecraft.
2019, blog posts resumed. 4 more excellent and adventurous OST tracks for everyone to listen to.
This was the start of the resurgence period.
Yes!
The remaining community were people who were ready to support Hytale for the long haul. These additional OST tracks added more story and feel to the game, and there's a feeling of wonder and adventure that encapsulates why I and so many others have been wanting to play this game for so long. Music has the power to make you feel the lore, even if it's not immediately apparent.
Ooh, I love that
This
quote.
is a
That's
quote from
nice.
Oscar Garvin, and it rings true for the Hytale OST. This blog post marked the beginning of the resurgence period, and soon Hytale was covered by The Edge magazine. Not long after that, Hytale was acquired by Riot Games, joining titles such as League of Legends, Valorant, and Teamfight Tactics. There was also a channel by the name of Hytale Loop, which started to make content.
I can't believe you just added that. Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
Sorry about that, I should probably go to bed. Get out. Anyway, Hytale also released an underground theme track close to the end of the resurgence period.
I love this.
Oh, and may I slip in and mention, this is also the time when the very first image of the Moss Horn was put out in a July blog post.
Uh-oh.
Which eventually led to the community debating over their combustion.
Is that so?
This was due to horrific and popular conspiracies like...
Moss horns eat children and then turn them into male.
Oh, okay, never mind. Let's go back to the video, Max.
True statement.
But that hope soon became a dark age for Hytale.
Scary.
On August 31st, Hytale announced their plans of temporarily stopping blog posts so they can focus on major reveals by the end of the year. This silence once again sparked theory about these major reveals being announced on the anniversary of Hytale, and if it could possibly hold a beta release date or something new that we haven't seen yet. Then the time came. On the anniversary of Hytale, Hytale posted a blog post, and the words that immediately struck the community goes as follows. We don't currently have a launch plan for Hytale. When we do, and we're confident in it, we'll tell you, and we'll be as specific as we possibly can be. For the avoidance of doubt, there aren't any hidden messages. Nobody outside of the company has access to the game. We're not going to drop the game as a surprise without giving you notice. In the blog post, Hytale basically said that they wouldn't release the game as a surprise, and that the community had to continue to wait for the release.
How dare.
They were at that point still reworking and overhauling a lot of the systems shown prior, and that meant we wouldn't see Hytale for a while. And theory was most of what the Hytale community was all about. We were hyped for a game that wasn't released yet, and because of that, we had to wait.
No more waiting,
But
please. I can't
Hytale
handle
still
it.
continued to post weekly postcards, and it stayed like that.
No way. For a bit. And then more tragedy. Oh, Hytale?
In 2023.
That's only a year away.
You heard it right.
Half a year.
Hytale was being delayed until 2023 at least. Now, I wouldn't call this the lowest point in the Hytale community's history, but it ended up startling the whole community.
Hey, watch the hair, bud. Watch the hair.
At this point, the Hytale community came to terms with Hytale's release date fate. No bargaining and no theorizing. Now, with nothing to cover and nothing to theorize about, the Hytale community didn't lose hope, but slowly faded. This is what I call the acceptance period.
Oof.
People started to realize
that.
that maybe it's time for a break.
Mm.
Hytale YouTubers stopped posting as often to document and play other games. Personally, I tried to focus on other subjects, like game dev and video editing. But every now and then I would check back to see how the game was doing, and I assume many others did too. I'd grown past the part of me that was so attached to this game that hadn't even released yet. And as of late, Ray told me about the Createathon, and this is where I am now.
Aww.
Writing this script for the end of the video, saying these lines on the ever-long
Audacity.
wait for Hytale.
Oh my gosh, that was so wholesome and so well made. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Everyone go subscribe right now to Sleepy Frog Dev. I am subscribing right this second. You guys should as well, because that took so much effort to make, I'm assuming, with all that editing and planning. So, wow, that was really awesome. Guys, go give them a follow. If you're, I don't know if you're here in the chat or not, but definitely keep doing what you're doing. Keep making videos and keep doing game development, and you're gonna go far. That's really awesome, and I appreciate the effort you put into that video documenting pretty much the whole Hytale community and like the history of it. On that note, I believe it is time for our next interviews. So we are gonna get started with that. After, I think we're gonna do 2 interviews, and then we're gonna switch to a Q&A regarding everything that's happened in Createathon, and also just talking with you guys for a little bit. And then we will transfer to the rest of the interviews, and then we'll do a final Q&A at the end of the event and send you guys off. And yeah, we're gonna get started there. So let me get out of this mode here, and we're gonna get started with the Red Man himself, Reddoons. We're here again.
Createathon.
I like how we said we're not gonna do that kind of intro, and then we just do it.
Dude, we just do what we want, man. You know, screw rules, screw meta. We're just, what are we doing again?
Doing Createathon questions, or teaching the people about what is it like to be a Reddoons after Hytale news go downhill.
Oh! Wait, hold on. Are we starting like straight at the beginning? Is this like my story like arc? Am I like going?
Yeah, well,
like, you know.
Yeah, well, I guess
it all started when, you know, the blog post attacked.
Pretty much. That is basically the first question. Is like, how do? Well, I guess I don't know if that kind of explains it, but most people in the community know how you started. You started making Hytale content, and now you're into Minecraft stuff.
Right.
So how has that been for you?
Well, I mean, it's been good, you know, like, I was originally, like, in Minecraft before I even went to Hytale, you know, but nothing really worked out, but I'd known a decent amount of people, and then, like, I think I made that video, like, how Hytale changed my life, right? I think, like, literally weeks before the delay was announced, and, I remember, like, sitting there during the delay, like, seeing, like, wow! Guess it changed my life again. Like
I remember that.
Yeah, I was considering making like a little like funny like 3-second video going like literally saying that, and then I just thought against it. You know, maybe that wouldn't be a great idea. And fortunately, around that point, I think like 2 weeks prior, I'd been invited to an SMP called One Try SMP with like a lot of Twitch streamers, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know much about the meta of Minecraft content. You know, previously, like, if you go back to my channel with Hytale content, you'll see I did a few videos before with, like, only a few hundred views on average. I had no clue. But then, for some reason, I came back, I started studying what worked and didn't, and then, yeah. Somehow, this time around, I got views, which led to subs, which led to an actual, almost career-wise channel now, which is a bit unbelievable, but you know, we vibing.
Yeah, indeed, dude. That's awesome. So currently, what motivates you to keep going, and where do you like pull your creative passion to do content creation?
I mean, my passion for content, that just comes from the fact that, you know, content has been the one thing I've always wanted to do since I was like, what, 5, and I finally got to watch YouTube for the first time as a kid. It's just been that one thing, you know, kids always like say they want to be like an astronaut or a cop or whatever. For me, it was always content creator since the very beginning. And it's been like that linked with the fact that I really like storytelling, you know. If it wasn't YouTube, I really like movie production and TV production and all that stuff, and obviously I'm a nerd, so I really like, you know, movies and like, you know, all that good stuff. And yeah, no, that's also what led me into like gaming YouTube. It's just like I like playing games, so why not, you know, make a career playing them?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's same for me. I kind of almost exactly the same. Like when I started watching YouTube and people play games, like I like video games, but it was never something that like I was like enthralled with until I saw people making videos about playing games, and it was more than just, oh, look at me play this game. Like, let me tell a story, let me create a character, like growing businesses off basically
at that
themselves.
Point it was like, wait, you can make money from this?
Yeah, you can make money from this. Create a impact on people. What? Imagine.
Well, I don't know about the impact I'm making on people. I mean, all I do is just curse and make Minecraft videos, but I mean, it was like either this or like a 9-to-5 job in IT with a 401k. So I'm just saying, I feel like it's very hard convincing my mom not to like do the more safe option. But I really like content, so that's like why I really think that that's why I like Minecraft, and also why I'm hoping Hytale does become that thing we all hope it will be, a new frontier, so that we can hopefully make careers, or at least some content, in the game when it finally comes out.
The game that shall not be named.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah. But no, I feel that. I still think like let me restart that. Dude, I still feel that like my family still kind of disappointed with my choices, and that I'm like, hey, I want to do content creation, and like, haha, all those classes I was taking before, I was only taking them because I wanted to, learn some skills to do this stuff better. So I get that.
Straight up though, I will say that, from like a content creator perspective, obviously there are content creators that just kind of slack off and don't actually, learn any skills or do anything with their content. But I have genuinely learned more from content creation than I have with school. Like,
dude,
no, I'm not even kidding. It's probably the fact that it's probably coming from the fact that I barely pay attention in school. But like when I think about all the skills that I've learned in content, how actually now when I think about it, how many skills have I learned? I've learned enough.
You've learned enough. But no, that's totally right. No, that's like, I get that. And I don't know if like other content creators get that. It might be like a special breed. I don't know. But that's the same thing for me. Like when I was in my college level classes for like marketing and graphic design, I got A+ because I would use experiences from YouTube and like have like slideshows like, this is, here's a YouTube thumbnail I did. Like I was like, this is either gonna go really well or really badly. People are gonna think I'm like really weird. But the teacher was like, oh, it makes sense. Like, oh, marketing and like projecting to an audience. I'm like, yeah, views.
Yes. Views equals successful. Yeah.
No, sure.
But, no, I'm not even kidding. Like, just like piggybacking off that, basically, I kid you not, I actually landed my first ever internship / job by talking about YouTube during the interview. And it's not when I say like a job, I'm not talking like, just like a back end, like local company. I'm talking like a big boy, like IT firm, like one of the, like if I name the company, it's like on that level of like, AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, one of those. I'm not going to specify which one, but I literally like, they were like, so what do you do in your part-time? And I'm like,
I'm a red guy.
Well, I didn't really want to say that because I feel like, saying I'm a red guy that dresses up in a morph suit playing Minecraft videos or doing Minecraft videos, I feel like that's a bit bad. But how I branded it in the interview was, I run a multimedia brand. That's how I like.
That's how you have to word it to like older people, because they'll be like, "Oh, I see." Like that's what I tell people. Oh, I do voice acting and graphic design online, because I'm like, I mean, I do, and I've done it for other projects that aren't mine. But like, they're like, "Oh," and then like, but I'm also a pirate with a cursed dragon. Like, they're like, "Oh, okay, I see."
Yeah, but it's like, I remember like during that interview, right? Like, I mentioned that the first guy that's interviewing me is like, oh, that's pretty cool. The other guy kind of looks at me like super skeptical, going like, what do you mean multimedia company? And I'm like saying like, how do I say this in a way it doesn't like sell me? I run a YouTube channel, like that's, and yeah, no, they're like, what's your YouTube channel? I'm like, well, there it is.
Tommy in. Just like.
I think it's Swaggers.
That would actually kind of work. They'd be like, "Yeah, oh my gosh, you're amazing content. Wow, why are you working here?"
I mean curse a bit too much. No, but no, like they were actually impressed. But like when I mentioned the channel, it's like, yeah, you know, it's not about the content; it's about the data analytics behind it, man. And I mean, I got the job the following day, so I clearly did something right. But long story short, I feel like if you really do put time into content, like no matter what if it's graphic design, storytelling, data, whatever it is you want to like specifically do, there's a lot of stuff you can do in content that kind of segues into those type of careers.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
Delicious.
Of course.
What's one piece of advice you have for new content creators or current content creators that are trying to excel at what they do?
Is this like in content in general or like
it could be it could be either or. How about both? How about one for each?
All right. So I'm just gonna use the first one to like kind of relate back to my type of content. One thing I've realized that YouTube does a lot more now than before is storytelling. Storytelling seems to be like the all type of like, you know, just meta right now. If you can tell a good story, provide like an actual kind of point to your video and like not necessarily a lesson to be learned, but maybe like an emotion that's derived from the experience you offer or something like that. That's what's going to pull in the views. I mean, that's what I did with like most of my previous Minecraft videos. I don't know if you have like some sort of animation that shows them up on screen or whatever, but like you obviously see there's some correlation of views and storytelling, like compared to my old stuff. So it clearly works. And I'd say for my Hytale folks out there, I'd say honestly, like for those of you that really want to like do content on Hytale, I applaud those of you that are sticking within Hytale and like, you know, doing content on like speculating what Hytale will be. But honestly, I believe a much greater thing that these creators can do that will allow them to cement their career within Hytale is actually by doing non-Hytale but similar content like niches until the game comes out. Because sure, you could be doing a lot of speculation videos, but how well will that take, or how far will that take you once the game comes out when you actually gotta make the legit content? Because content is no longer, you know, just a basic let's play. It's now, you know, all this other stuff that goes into it, you know. So I feel like knowing kind of what makes a good video so that you could bring those skills to Hytale will take you a lot further and also will benefit Hytale as a whole a lot more because, you know, you'll be able to provide quality content when the game comes out.
Exactly. And that gives me an interesting thought because when the game was announced like 4 years ago, YouTube was different and content in general was different. There wasn't as many like live I mean, maybe that I was watching, but live streaming has
not exist.
Yeah, live streaming recently became popular in the like, past couple years or like past 2 years. And YouTube has changed from, let's plays and just post whatever you want to now there's a lot more people watching. You're kind of fighting for more attention. It's becoming a very big mainstream media platform. Not that it wasn't before, but it's even bigger now. Like it's almost like it's up there with like Netflix and bigger than TV at this point. Like so.
Yeah, TV is like a minority nowadays, which is kind of bizarre.
Yeah. So it is really interesting to think about how is everything else in general changed since when we all were excited for this game, because it's changed drastically.
Right.
So like I remember like I just like, oh my god, I'm gonna make videos just playing the game, and now
exactly.
Yeah, now I'm in a completely different state of mind. Like I have to have certain things ready for this game to come out. And like, it's not even just, oh, I'm preparing for this game. Like,
right,
you should still prepare. Like you got to train yourself to be ready for whatever's coming next. So
exactly,
I agree with that advice.
Yeah, and I mean, just like going back into like what you just said about like it's no longer like Let's Plays, you know, that's funny enough. Like I've spoken with countless content creators at this point, and one of the common links with a lot of people I hear from in this community that I hope like a lot of them like understand is a lot of them have the same exact goal, right? That they want to be at the top of the Hytale content creators, and I kid you not, like probably 3 out of 4 people, like, and I'm talking like on a higher spectrum, so maybe out of like, 15 out of 20 or even more, have said they want to do Let's Play content. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I plan on doing a lot of like, just playing the adventure mode. That stuff is great. Like I believe that's gonna be great, but I'm gonna play that because I enjoy it. But content wise, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be tough.
Right. Like,
and
like sure, everyone's going to be doing Let's Play kind of stuff right off the bat because everyone's experiencing the game for the first time, but that will only last a short time before people are going to, like, one, your audiences are going to want to see something different, and then other creators are going to get more creative, and it's just going to spiral from there, just like any other video game. A video comes out, or a video game comes out, and everyone plays it for a week or two, and then it's like, all right, time for the crazy challenges, like all that crazy kind of content stuff. So yeah,
exactly,
it's gonna be very interesting.
It's definitely going to be interesting, and that's why, like, going back to the very beginning of like what the kind of tip was for those aspiring content creators, it is to just learn the skills, learn what makes good content, and then, like, instead of like speculating, just learn what makes like good content in general. It could be on Minecraft, it could be on, I don't know, Doki Doki Literature Club, it could be on Skyrim, it could be on whatever. But understand what is it that really, gets people wanting to watch your content, and then when you do that, odds are you can apply it to Hytale relatively easily. And that's after all what I'm doing right now myself.
What has been your most fun video to make, or like fun activity or event that you've done, I would say, in your entire, like, what's your most favorite thing you've done as a content creator so far, or biggest thing you've been a part of that you've enjoyed?
So I may just put this very wholly, but I'm gonna be honest, probably Lifesteal SMP, which is, for those that don't know, that's a multiplayer server with a bunch of pretty decently sized Minecraft content creators. But the reason why it's so enjoyable is that everyone in that community is super involved, but also super serious about content. Everyone in there studies storytelling, everyone studies what makes good videos, so that we continue to grow and continue to prosper. And I mean, it's just everyone's super chill there, and I think overall that's been probably the biggest honor of being part of. Although I was invited to the first 2 seasons, but I never played. So I don't know if I'm the right person to talk about honor, but it's definitely a great experience. But I guess something smaller than that, something more specific. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. It's kind of hard to pick out one. I mean, I got to be in Thankmas, Createathon. I've been in a lot of Minecraft events like MC Ultimate, Twitch Rivals. It's kind of hard to say one thing. There's just been a lot, and that's kind of the beauty of it.
Yeah. Who were some of your biggest supporters when you first started doing content, or were first starting to see some growth?
There's been a lot of people. Obviously, from the Hytale community, you and Crimson Crowley. I mean, even some of the Hytale devs, really show their support. Especially Buddha-Cat, he messaged me a few times. That's when I transitioned to Minecraft content and started blowing up from that, he actually said a few times that he enjoyed my content, and super supportive that it's finally growing and stuff like that, and fulfill my potential. I was like, Buddha, thank you. Like that was like super heartwarming. Then like obviously a bunch of content creators like from the Minecraft community, like a lot of people in Lifesteal, and there's even like some old friends from like that I don't think they do content as much anymore, but I don't know, like even my own family has been like super supportive of content so far. So far I've kept my grades up, so I'd say it's been a lot of people that have been really supportive, and that's definitely been something that kept me going, because there was multiple times where I felt like quitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes you just gotta take a deep breath and just kind of keep going. It's just like if you really want to do it, you just gotta keep going. Your biggest support should be you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was motivational.
I've taken public speaking. I know one or two things about call to action, so you're welcome.
There you go. What are some of your goals you would like to reach before 2023?
Ooh. So this may sound far-fetched considering the fact that I think I'm at 78,000 subs right now on YouTube. So from like milestone wise, I know for a fact I'm gonna hit 100,000 within like a month or two.
Heck yeah, dude.
But beyond that, I'm actually hoping to hit 250,000 by the end of the year, which that's definitely my reach goal, but I think it's possible so far, because I'm taking a gap year, so I think that's possible. Besides that, by 2023, I like to see myself being able to, actually make content full time.
Oh yeah.
Like being able to actually pursue it and not just like do it as like a passion. And then, I mean, hey, then I'd obviously want to see a bit more of Hytale at some point. That's definitely up on the list.
So it would really be nice to play Hytale in 2023, but when it's ready, it's ready when it's ready. That's how the old saying goes. So that would be a really cool goal to meet in 2023, but you never know what's going to happen. So we will be waiting, ready to pounce.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's like why I'm growing my current channel, so like, I have a better opportunity in Hytale when it comes out.
What is one thing you want to improve as a creator during your gap year?
Obviously, like, I procrastinate a lot. I have like kind of like attention deficit, but also it's more like even if I know I could do well in something, I still kind of hold off with actually doing it, or prefer not to do things because I don't know, I'm just very lazy like that, right? So I would hope that I can, kind of overcome that when like I have less things to actually worry about and can only worry about content. I'm hoping like, I can just kind of, instead of like, maybe watching Netflix half the day, I could actually use that time to like maybe work on scripts or, edit or, just work on content so I could get more stuff out.
Sounds like a good plan. Yeah. That's motivate. Yes. Productivity.
I am production. I am the means of the labor. I think. Actually, maybe not. I have an editor. That's right. So it's like I am half the means of labor. Maybe not, because it's like the hourly basis, but you get what I mean.
My gosh. Well, that sounds about right. Yes. How do I do outro again? I haven't done an actual outro. Bye.
Goodbye.
Peace out, homies.
See ya.
See you guys next time. Goodbye. Enjoy the event. Wow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Alrighty, Joeler, how did you get started in the Hytale community?
Probably the same way as everybody else. December 13th, 2018. The trailer. I think I was about 6 hours late. But that got me instantly hooked.
There you go.
Just followed all the news after that. Never once took my eye off it. But and then this dude 30 Virus, probably knows him. Yeah, I heard about his block shot thing. I was really interested in that, so I decided to apply for staff, and I got it immediately because it was a pretty small project, but I'm still in there. And so that's pretty much where
that happened.
Yeah, like everything just kind of bloomed.
Yeah.
Is Blockshot. I don't think I'd be nearly as active without Blockshot. Like all the guys there are really neat.
Yeah.
So.
And how that, like, what was your part in Blockshot? What do you do for them?
Well, right now I'm a music maker and I'm a builder. Of course, only one of those useful right now. But, yeah, I tried my hand at model making for a hot minute and it was not for me, but for building I did. For the OST videos, you'll see that some of the backgrounds are actually Minecraft builds, and I helped with a lot of those. And of course, the OST is not made for me. It's not made by me. Sorry, but yeah. So I think music making, I started doing that around October of 2020, I believe, and it was mostly just like a little idea. It was like, maybe this would be a cool side project, and then I realized how easy it was to get wrapped up in it, and I just started doing more and doing more until I loved it.
Wow.
And then, yeah.
You're
So
definitely good at it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that's really cool to hear that, like that, just the trailer alone kind of inspired you, and that, the people you were working with also inspired you to create more and go outside your comfort zone to learn new things.
Yeah, man. There was, because those first few months had to have been like the most like vibrant, because everybody was fresh with ideas and all that. I think if I had been a little bit late, it wouldn't be the same. Like, it was such a perfect amalgamation of events.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, I don't think anybody would be the same if it was any different. Especially at Blockshot, because we're all just like really happy to be with each other, because we just fit in with each other. It's weird,
Yeah. That's super cool. It's like a little family.
Yeah. Pretty close knit.
Awesome. What are some lessons you've applied to your, let's say, personal life or just life in general that you've learned from working with other creative people online in the Hytale community or by creating music?
That's a good one. Well, I wasn't nearly as interactive with people from other countries, other states even, before I started doing stuff Hytale related. I joined all these Discord servers with people from like all around the world, and it was just weird to see so many different types of people, like, just right there.
Right, all in one spot.
Yeah, instant, like, communication. And usually, like, before this, I would just be talking with buds that I know. Maybe like a couple are out of state, but never really out of the country. And then this just kind of like opened my world.
Yeah.
I think it really like took me a step back,
For sure, yeah.
Or not. Good?
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like the same thing for me as well, because when I started making content on the game, and like that's when I started getting like into the community more. It was the exact same thing. Like, there's people from UK, there's people from Australia, people from South Africa, there's people from countries I can't even pronounce. Like, they're in the community or in like the VCs and stuff, and we're all hanging out. So it's amazing how much outreach that game has before its release.
Yeah, it was just so awesome, because even though like every single one of us was completely different, or we had no idea what we were getting into, we all knew we had one thing in common, and that was Hytale. And that was just really cool that like all these different things just had one, goal or one kind of relationship. And it just fit together like a puzzle piece, you know?
Yeah. It's really cool. If you were to give one piece of advice to anyone who's trying to get into making music or getting their own music made, what would you tell them?
I gotta pick one. So I got a couple actually. But, you're gonna get burnout. Like, that's guaranteed. There's gonna be periods of time where you're just not gonna have anything. And that's guaranteed. It's like gonna happen. What you have to do is you have to realize that you just have to let that happen. You can't, like, a lot of times it's, you know, it's like running on empty. You can't make yourself go farther from what you know, already have. Like, you have to wait and you have to let it, you know, sit there for a second. You have to kind of ponder. You have to take a step back, and then, yeah. So just don't. That's my advice. Is just don't burn yourself out even more. Just kind of, what's the word?
Have a good balance.
You know, have a good balance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, have a good diet. That helps.
Balanced diet, nutritious breakfast, and all that stuff. What's the most fun, either Hytale related project you've done, or if not that, what's the most, like, any kind of project you've done that's been like your most favorite and or most memorable?
Because it's all been like, I kind of consider it all to be one thing, but if I had to pick just one, I think joining Blockshot and just watching that grow.
Yeah.
But then, if you mean like a thing I've done, like, you know, done myself, that's a tough one. I think it's actually the most recent one is, you know, starting to finally capture Hytale's style and sound in the OST.
Oh yeah.
Because I think I've finally understood, you know, how Oscar Garvin does his work. So now that I kind of understand, I can produce stuff that's similar.
Yeah, pretty similar. You do a great job of that. I listened to some of your past work, and I was like, oh my god, it's so accurate. And then you released one like that night. I remember, and then I'm like, hey, do you do commissions? You're like, actually, yeah. I'm like, what? Oh my gosh, you're hired. Take my money. That's super cool, man. Yeah, and that's something that is it gives the community that sense of nostalgia when you do that kind of stuff. Like when you make something unique but sprinkle that just enough of, you know, the Hytale spice that makes people remember back in the day when the game was supposed to come out. Oh my goodness, it was the time of our lives.
Yeah, back when we had, you know, regular blog post once every 2 months was okay.
Oh,
you know?
Way back when. Yeah. Exactly.
The golden era.
The golden era of Hytale. Oh my gosh. More like the bronze era. We haven't even gotten to silver and gold yet. It hasn't happened yet. It's coming.
Oh, I hope.
I hope so as well. Let's see. What are some personal goals of you? Whoa, wow, I messed that up.
No, you're good.
What are some personal goals of yours that you would like to reach before the end of this year?
End of this year. So, I definitely want to have probably at least 5 Hytale tracks out, or more. Hopefully more, because I want to both, you know, get my Hytale kind of portfolio built up, and I want to get my general portfolio built up. So I just want to learn.
Right.
Because that's all I can do right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I want to try to start getting some more practice in building.
Yeah.
Because I got a few projects in mind, you know, for Hytale, and I don't want to just go into it blind. So best to start right now, you know, a year before the quote-unquote estimated release date.
Yeah, we'll see about that one. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, honestly, at this point, I don't even know. Like, I'm not even like hoping. I'm just like, I'm going to pretend that I am not emotional about this and just be like, Hytale, what's that?
Yeah, never heard of it.
When we finally hear some news, I'll be like, yes, finally. Now I can focus on it again and act like not everything's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have this one particular thing. I just thought this actually. And it's, I want to start writing that screenplay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's talk
for,
more about
Hytale.
that.
Yeah.
That's
So,
really interesting.
I had this particular, yeah. Do you want me to explain? Like the
Oh, yeah,
whole
for
thing?
sure. Hell yeah.
All right, so I have this particular idea for Hytale. It's similar to how Machinima used to do their things for Minecraft. Just think of like pretty much a basic series, like a TV show series or something. And I feel like I have an idea, and it's always with the ideas that I have a little ember of an idea, and the rest is hidden behind like a veil of a,
Yeah.
opaque cloud. I have to mine away at it. And,
Yeah, the fog.
Yeah, I can't see it now, but one day, And so, I have this like cool idea for a Hytale series, where it's, it's like going through the Hytale world and like exploration and adventure and dangers and stuff. And I think that'll be cool, because maybe I'll get some experience, because a possible idea of mine is to become a filmmaker. I think that would be really cool. But,
That would be really cool. And you would have a lot of experience doing like a little bit of everything, like, technically it'd be, this is set building, doing builds and stuff, and then music making and all that kind of stuff. That'll get you at least started. Alrighty, gamers, we're gonna hop into a Q&A section now. So if you are interested in being in the stream and talking about Hytale and some of your thoughts on Createathon so far, we're gonna hop into the den stage in my Discord server. So everyone who's in there now, get ready. I approach. Alrighty. Oh, let's see if I'm allowed to speak in here. Wait, how do I don't know. Ah, yes, I am Spoker. Hello.
Oh,
Hello. How's everyone doing?
we have been keeping this place nice and warm.
Yeah, it's so warm. Thank you for keeping my seat
you're
all
welcome.
toasty.
Of course, of course.
Alrighty, so just like last year, we're gonna be inviting people to we'll give people, let's do 1 or 2 questions per person, and then we will continue on with the rest of the interviews afterwards. You two, you are welcome to stay here and answer questions with me if you like, but if you do not want to, that is totally fine. Let's see, who would like to go first? Hi, Tro.
I'll go first.
Okay. We got.
No, I'm just kidding.
You do you have a question?
No, not right now. Hytale can go first.
Okay, alrighty, Hytale, come on up. How you doing?
Well, good day, everyone.
Yeah, long time no see.
Doing?
Doing all right?
Long time no see too.
Exactly.
Nice to see you guys again.
Yeah, you as well.
So I have a question. I have a question for all of you actually, and it has something to do with like your character of Hytale. So, what I just wanted to ask, along with your story, do you plan to like have a way to? Let's see. I know that, well, with you, ExodusAblaze, I know you have like a war tab and stuff. But like would you have a way to incorporate your characters into like their stories? Like let's say like Hytale got a DLC for some reason. I don't know. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to ask, but
are you trying to ask like if my characters like, would I want to see them like physically in the game as like a DLC or like a skin pack or something like that? Like, in a sense, is that what you're trying to ask?
Not quite. What I'm asking is, like with Hytale, like prior to Hytale coming out, like, do you have like a story or something as to how your Hytale character maybe got into the world of Hytale? Maybe, you know,
yeah, we're working on something like that. It takes a lot of time, and the characters that I want to have be like the main focus of the story are basically representations of myself and things that I've been through in my life, as well as inspirations from other people that I've met along the way. And because of that, the characters aren't really fully developed, because in my personal life, I haven't really finished my story, so I can't for sure say like everything's finished, but I have a basic idea. But in order to finish that story, I have to finish my own so that I can figure out how to tell it in a different way. But yeah, we have played around with the idea of how did my characters get into Hytale, or are they from Hytale? Are they from somewhere else? How that all goes down, and we are trying to make it open enough so that, let's say, Hytale's lore doesn't necessarily work with what we've made. We want to be able to adapt to that and possibly adapt to other games as well, because at the end of the day, I want this story to be more than just, oh, it's just Hytale. I want it to apply to people and really resonate with them in their personal life, because that's more important to me than, hey, look at this cool game, or this, like, you know, flashy stuff. Like, of course, that's to get people's attention, but yeah, I really want to focus on the core story and emotion of the characters. But that's a really awesome question. Thank you so much.
Hey, may I please ask one quick question?
Of course.
I'll be off.
No good.
What type of magic power would you pick in Hytale? I mean, you can pick more than one.
Well, I guess this dives into the lore a little bit of the characters. I'm being very vague on purpose, but I've always been a huge fan of fire elements in games, because they have, you know, fire is usually portrayed as a destructive force, but also it is portrayed as a necessity and a healing like source, and a good way of explaining that is people use fire to burn things down, but you also use fire to light the way and rest and keep you safe at night. So that, I'm a huge fan of that element, and it just looks cool. I like fire. I like looking at stuff burn. Not a pyromaniac, I swear.
Wait, hold on, wait a minute. What? All right.
Not Quebecs, not Quebecs.
All right. That's all I had to ask. Thank you.
Of course. I really appreciate you asking those questions. It's really cool to see people curious about that stuff. Yeah, we may have another Q&A section afterwards. We'll hang out here with everyone. But we are going to get someone else in here. Who else would... Let's see. Ooh, everyone wants questions now. No, awesome. I am not a pyromaniac, I swear. But yeah, thank you so much, Hytale. It's good to have you back, and I look forward to talking to you again.
You too.
Alrighty, thanks, my guy.
Alright.
Alrighty. Let's see. You... Vinswarm. I will pick you. I don't think I've ever had you on here before. How you doing?
Hello.
Welcome in.
Since you know that part in the trailer where you were watching YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that will be in the main adventure or just creative? Or like just multiplayer?
Are you talking about the original release trailer?
Yes.
I think a lot of the adventure is going to take place in like a more single player world. I'm sure there are going to be servers and such that are like for mass adventure, like, oh, like hundreds of people are going to go fight this boss or do this quest. But I believe from what I've heard, the idea is to have the lore and adventure take place in a co-op world or single player world that you can invite a group of friends to come join you and kind of be the main characters without having anyone else mess that up for you.
No, I meant like if like could you make a TV in Hytale and watch YouTube?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's definitely a thing. I've seen other clips of it. That's really a really cool feature, and I'm not sure exactly how you would do that because, you know, you're putting in a video through a game and having it play. So I don't know how it would work, but I know it is something that they have done and are working on continuously.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for asking the question. Alrighty. Z, let's get you in here, my guy.
Hey, how's it going?
Dude, it's been so long. How are you?
It's been a long time. I'm pretty good.
Awesome.
I've been hanging in there.
Yeah, same here.
All right, now I got a couple questions. It's going to be for both, or actually all three of you.
Alrighty.
So, my first question, what is your most anticipated feature that you're hoping will come along with Hytale?
I'll let Blitz and Astra answer first if you guys would like to.
Let's go first.
Put on the spot. Astra, do you want to answer first?
Heck yeah, I do. So,
Okay.
I guess since I'm kind of slightly new at the whole concept of Hytale, I believe diving right into it is the creativity that you can do within the world of Hytale. I've been hearing little rumors here and there that you can make your own mods, and just the factor you're able to do that without having to like go through 15 different programs is super cool. You can just make your mods on the spot right over there. The levels of detail within Hytale is super interesting as well, and it just seems to have a lot more, I guess, stuff to do. It's you don't have to go find mods to go in. It's already has pretty action packed. That's what I'm excited for.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's something that's not going to just be base bland, and more so it has a diversity of like biomes and all sorts of just cool things. That's what I'm excited for.
It just seems really ambitious to me. It's
yeah, exactly. Ambition. It's unique. It's something you don't really see very much, and I'm really happy they're going back over and redoing it because they got what they needed, and now they're trying to make a great game.
Yeah.
Okay, Blitz. Now I'm showing you in the spotlight.
Okay. Mine is probably going to be like I mentioned this in the interview, the movie features.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've only seen a little bit from the trailer, but compared to what like you can do in Minecraft, I'm very excited for like being able to do like have the camera in game instead of having to install like 50 mods to do it.
Yeah, I wasn't even aware of the fact that was a thing until today. That was one of the things that surprised me. If they're, like I said with Ambition before, if they're actually able to add that in, I'm sure that'll be one sort of like, imagine just sitting down with the friends and watching a movie through Hytale. That's just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is also probably my most anticipated feature is, again, the camera controls and the ability to manipulate pretty much anything to your benefit, because it allows you to, one, play the way you want and create the way you want. A lot of stuff that I've wanted to do in different games or different projects, it's really hard to do because you can't get different camera angles. You can't truly be creative. It's all about like I guess true creativity is using what you got and creating something that no one else can, but the more tools you have, the more you technically can do. So I'm also excited for the camera controls, and I would love to have a watch party watching some videos in Hytale as well. That
I'm gonna
sounds
make
super
you watch
cool.
the entirety of One Piece.
Oh,
The entirety.
Anime watch party in
Absolutely.
Hytale. Everyone's
If you don't know
dressing up
anime,
as
you
watch
know.
Demon Slayer.
Oh
my
god.
I think you would actually like Demon Slayer.
Demon
I
Slayer
think
is a
you
good one
would.
for people who don't watch anime. It's pretty
Yes, yes, it is. Yes. it
Am I
is.
the only one here?
Yeah, you don't watch
You might
anime.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you know what? So I can get out of the way and have other people ask some questions. My second question. Now, I have never seen such a dedicated community to a game before, and I've been around for a fairly long time on the internet. What makes you guys so different compared to other games communities that you can just stay here and continue as long as it's been this delay? I'm really curious.
I don't know. I'm at this point. I'm motivated by the other people in the community. It's the people that keep me here right now. Of course, we all, in my opinion, we all support the game, but the fact that we've met so many friends that we almost consider family at this point, like through just, hey, look, a game that we want to play. I've never experienced that in my life ever. So I keep coming back for the people that I've met along the way, the journey.
Yeah, no, the camaraderie never ceases to amaze me. Every time I come back, I'll check this server every once in a while. It's been a while since I've been in here, but everybody's still hanging out. They're still hopeful. It's just really cool to see.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me. That's all I had to say.
Of course. We'll love to speak with you in the future again, my guy. And
Yeah, I'll definitely be back in here more.
awesome. We miss ya.
All right, see you guys.
See you, Z. Alrighty, we have Scrimblow. You've been asking for a while. Let's get you in here.
Whoa, I'm in here.
Hello.
Crazy.
Crazy. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
It's going all right. How are you doing?
I'm good. I guess my question is, like, what inspired you to start content creating for Hytale, I guess?
Well, something about the trailer, just it seemed like a chance to actually make a difference, and I never really jumped on that chance when the trailer came out. I made one Hytale video and then forgot about it, and then saw that it actually did fairly well, and I was like, wow, I should have probably kept doing that, but I was going through a lot of stuff at the time in my life, and it was still learning how to create content and like learn what I want to create. And then about 2 years ago, I just started making Hytale content again because I was inspired and wanted to give it another shot, and here we are again. Again, the people, like being able to meet so many people and be a part of something bigger than just I make videos. It's like, oh, I make videos and I like support my friends and these artists, and I get to talk to the developers because they talk to everyone, not just, you know, the biggest creators out there. They treat everyone like a person. It's something I've never really experienced, and the community still holds me here to this day.
Yeah. This is crazy. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous right now.
Yeah, no worries. We appreciate you stepping out of your comfort zone to come talk to us weirdos.
Yeah, well, I was here for the first Createathon, but I was too nervous to join, as always.
Aw. Well, thank you so much for doing so.
Yeah, thanks for letting me come on and, I don't know, be weird or whatever.
No, you're not weird at all. We appreciate you.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for talking with me.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Alrighty, that was awesome. Let's see. Watcher, like sound. Let's see. I don't think... let's speak to Watcher. The Watcher. That's kind of an intimidating name. Hello.
It's from Wings of Fire, I think. The profile picture is
Yeah.
very good series.
Yeah,
I would highly recommend it. It's all about dragons.
I've
literally.
heard a lot about it. Sorry, kind of off topic. I saw that at the beach the other day. Someone wrote Wings of Fire. You should read it, like graffitied on the wall.
It's good book series. Sorry.
No, you're all good. How you doing, Watcher?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Welcome to Createathon 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yes, that's the best title in the world. Just to say that.
Exactly. Well, what questions do you have for us?
I have a few, at least two. First one was if I can get my thoughts scrambled together. I was wondering, what's your opinion on Hytale? This goes for all of you. What's your opinions on Hytale at this current moment?
Ooh, opinions on it. Well, for myself, my opinions on the game itself haven't really changed. I do believe it's going to do very well when it does come out, and I can't wait to experience it with my friends. And at the moment, I'm just trying not to get sad about it, I guess. Like, I know a lot of other creators and people in the community were really, they felt kind of like hurt when the game got delayed, and I understand that. I was there with them, but I know that if I start getting super sad about it, then it's only going to make other people sad as well. So I'm trying to keep my spirits high and keep everything together. Be like, it's okay, we're gonna be all right, and all that.
Yes, the mighty push forward. I get that.
Yeah, leading the charge. What about you, Blitz or Asha? Do you have anything to add to that?
Oh, so sorry. My mic, I didn't realize. Okay, I'm good.
You're okay.
I'm busting. I guess the most thing I'm kind of excited, like, to see what happens is probably just harassing people. Harassing my friends.
Oh my god.
Creating arson.
Oh no.
That is the best part, because watching people skitter is great. But I also hope maybe one day people will have a whole rat mod. Rats are kind of cool.
There's
But
mice
anyway,
in the game.
I'm gonna tame all those mice.
Oh, wait, there's rats in the game too. What am I saying?
What?
There's rats. There's rat footage.
Okay, cool.
Everyone knows new things every day.
Exactly.
The more I go, the more I know. Anyway, Blitz, you have anything to add on to that?
Not really.
You have no opinions on Hytale Head Empty?
Okay.
I still head empty, no brain.
I guess, like, my opinions on Hytale are, like, still the same. I'm excited for it. I try not to think about it. I think about it, then I try and forget it.
Yeah, I feel that. You think about, oh crap, I'm thinking about Hytale. Snap out of it.
Snap out of it. There's something you can't. Conspiracy theories. And you're supposed to divulge into the void of that. Dear Lord.
Exactly. What's your second question? Second question, Watcher.
No. You're fine. I do that all the time. My second question is, where do you think Hytale is going to go in the future?
Oh, that's a very interesting question. That's a really good one. Well, it depends on how the game is actually when it comes out, because I know for a fact that there's going to be a lot of changes to what we've seen in the trailer and like the postcards they've shown. The newer footage and newer images they've shown, they have improved like the graphics, the animations, and mechanics tenfold, it seems. I was actually looking at a tweet that showed different comparisons of certain things, so I know it's going to be a lot higher quality than we even expected. And with their partnership with Riot, that means it's going to be distributed to a lot more people than originally thought. So I do believe that it's going to blow up pretty fast, and it's kind of going to take over. That, at least that's what I think, and I hope. I would be, skeptical at this point. Like, I'm not sure exactly. I can't say for certain, but that's what my gut is telling me. So that's what I'm sticking with. I could see in the future there being like partnerships with other companies and such. I've seen that with other games that I play, where they partner with, drink companies, or they partner with other games to like incorporate cosmetics or skins or fun events. I think that would be something that would be really cool, especially again because they're partnered with Riot, which owns a lot of other games. That opens the door for like other possibilities, and depending on Hytale's lore, it could be written into the lore somehow, like, oh, a Quebec walked through a portal and ended up in Valorant. Oh my goodness, there's a Quebec skin in Valorant, or something like that. You imagine?
Yeah.
Megan?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of that before, like Sea of Thieves partnering with Disney and that.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking about too. Lots of cool stuff. I hope they do in the future. Do you have any others?
No, I'm actually. Thank you for saying that. I'm good. Thanks for
Alrighty.
answering.
Of course. Well, I really appreciate the awesome questions. You guys have been awesome, and it's been very cool to talk to all of you so far, and I hope to continue doing so. So, Watcher, thank you so much for those questions and for making an appearance here, and we will see you again.
Okay. See ya.
See ya. Alrighty. Like sound you've been waiting for a while. We'll get you in here. Welcome back, my friend. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Better than before.
Ooh,
How
awesome.
about you guys?
We're doing all right.
That's not one of my questions.
Oh yeah, it doesn't count. Doesn't count.
But yeah, my first question is from someone else who can't be here at the moment. They're called Dextrex, and they wanted to know if Hytale would have like golden baguettes or baguettes as an item.
Golden baguettes. Well, I unfortunately can't give a 100% answer because I've never played Hytale or seen any behind the scenes footage, but I think that would be a really cool food item.
A golden baguette.
Golden baguette. It sounds like it might even be a weapon type that I would use. Just whacking people with bread. Gold bread.
Golden baguette.
Yeah.
That was my main weapon.
Yeah, that's awesome. I remember Deck Rex. Rats.
Rats.
Yeah. My own question is why you like moss horns?
Why I don't like moss horns? Well, you see, you can't just be in the. There's no happy medium. You either have to like them or not like them very much. And I had to choose a side, and it was either I have to like moss horns and not like Quebecs, or like Quebecs and not like moss horns. Like, I don't know. I had to pick one of them, and the Quebecs seem like they'd be pretty friendly, and moss horns do kind of give me the heebie-jeebies. So that's all I'm gonna say there. They're what?
Quebecs are cultists.
I see. Well, I think a lot of factions are cultists in that perspective, I suppose. So, best not to anger the cult leaders. Yeah. Do you have any other questions?
Not a question, but an agreement to Ad Astra making you watch One Piece.
Oh, okay. I feel like I'm being peer pressured here.
Yes, you are.
Oh boy.
There's no escape from One Piece.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty, well, thank you so much, Like Sound. It's good to have you back in the community and hear from you again, and we hope you stick around. Awesome.
Nice.
Nice. That's awesome. Winty, let's get you in here. I think we're gonna transition to our interviews after these intermission questions. Hello, welcome in.
Hello.
Hey, it's going well.
I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
You're all right. No worries.
All right. Okay, so I don't actually have any questions for today, but I do have 3 riddles for you guys.
Oh boy.
Suck at these. No.
No more. That's right. No more riddles.
Well, you're just gonna have to do anyways, because I don't have anything else. Yay.
Oh, that's fine. Riddles are fun. I don't
go
hate
for
them.
it.
I just suck at them.
So for like the sake of time, I guess you can Google these if you want, if they're too hard. So, all right, first riddle. It's hint. It is Hytale related. This first one.
Ooh.
So, first one. I know my origin from a tree. I know that sun keeps me hunger free. I know not to defile me, but please don't fire me.
Moss horn.
Anyone else?
Oh gosh, I don't even know. Exodus knows how bad I am at riddles. Oh lord. I got no answer for you. I'm gonna be honest. I have nothing.
Blitz, are you here? Do you want to answer that?
I'm not good with riddles.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Let's see chat. Ooh. You guys are
Chat's
close. Ooh. Someone said it. Someone said it.
Oh, Quebec.
Quebec. Yeah.
Amazing. I got lost on the burning part. My mind instantly went to Mothorns.
Oh, of course.
When you said the burning part, all I can imagine was the artwork. That's all I can imagine.
There
I
you
was
go.
like, whoa.
Oh, I should have thought of that.
Artwork, please.
Alrighty, hit us with another.
All right, second riddle. All right, this is not Hytale related, and this is kind of stupid.
Uh-oh.
My answer is quite simple to follow, so don't get your mind stressed like a gallow. So riddle me this. What is the average speed velocity of a European laden swallow?
What? I don't know that.
Mach speed 10.
Mach
That's all I
speed
can think
10.
of.
I don't know if that's an actual riddle or not. I feel like it's a just a reference.
Actually, Google does have the answer for this one. It's 24 miles per hour
Oh,
for a European unladen swallow.
that is a
Amazing.
fast bird.
It
That
really
is a fast old bird.
Alright. Last one. I was gonna do like one other, but for the sake of time, I'm not gonna do it. And I like this one more, so yeah. Like a promise waiting for its completion, a village left to ash and pieces. They await a lover that's off at war, waiting to build their beautiful architecture. The love for one another surely shall last forevermore. Hint: this person, is with us today. They're like right here.
Oh, what? Huh?
Yeah, it's a group of people. They're right here.
The Hytale community.
There we go, correct.
Oh, I got it. What? Really?
Yay. Yeah.
Woo! Good job, EXO.
Good job, Exo.
I was gonna say like World War II or something really like
Feels
really
like that here. All
World War
right.
II, man.
Imagine.
Oh,
Well,
no.
thank you
Alright.
so much for those. Those were awesome.
Thank you. So happy to be here. Exodus, you're in the MVP.
Thank you.
All right. Nice talking to you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Alrighty. Farewell. Alrighty, that was awesome. I didn't expect to get that.
I didn't think I was gonna be throwing out riddles.
You never know when you're gonna get hit with them. You gotta be prepared
I know. Always gotta be on like
on your toes.
geared up.
Yeah. Well, on that note, I suppose it is time for our final interviews. We have 4 more, so it's going to be a big chunk, and we have some people that are in the Hytale community and that are in the Minecraft community as well. So we've got some bigger names that maybe you guys wouldn't have expected to be here. So, without further ado, let's get right into those. Well, first off, let's get a question about you. Where did you kind of get into this industry of what you do now? How did you start out doing this kind of stuff?
So I was an A&R for a record label, and I was throwing and promoting shows, working with artists in the music industry, specifically the hip-hop industry, essentially just providing a bunch of logistic and administrative work for them, whether that be for touring, individual shows, album releases, single releases, cover arts, interviews, etc. And I realized through my time in that industry how predatory it was, especially towards younger creators in that space. So I took a little bit of a break from there, and I ended up joining the gaming community. As you know, gaming and making YouTube content and Twitch content is something that's always been a passion of mine, and it just kind of went hand in hand. It was a really natural ease into this community and this industry as a whole, because it was something that I was really passionate about. I saw that it was full of blossoming, really talented creators of all shapes and sizes, and I just wanted to be able to help in ways that most people would kind of try to take advantage. So I started doing management for a lot of different creators, big YouTubers, small YouTubers, streamers, etc., and offered my services completely for free, whether that was negotiating brand deals, doing content management, content strategy, helping with collaborations, helping, work with their editing team and setting everything up so that they could really just focus and refine their content and, take a little bit of stress off of their plate. Again, all while trying to basically not have somebody come in a suit and just charge them a bunch of money and say, cool, you're going to pay you 6 figures at the end of the year for this.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually really cool because I know how that can be in like the creative industry in general. So that is, first off, props to you for doing that because, yeah, that's really needed. And I personally didn't know that. So that's really awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a fun ride, man.
Yeah, sounds like a really awesome way to give back. With that out of the way, where did your interest in Hytale start? Was it like back when everyone was talking about the trailer, or was it after that?
Minecraft, how it currently is now, you basically have to manipulate, Java and, have a team of developers and a team of artists and asset designers, builders. And essentially you're doing something that the game was never necessarily intended to do. Although it works and it works well, I think that was a byproduct rather than, something that was a planned feature. I started really talking to Violet, who is an incredible model designer for Hytale and, that whole team. And they kind of gave me a little more insight into what the project's going to look like. And I started really getting excited once I was able to hear about the ability to make things in Hytale and how great that's going to be for not only events, but also, people making custom scenarios for their content, recording in Hytale. And I think that, what they're planning on doing and from what I hear is getting worked on is going to really make that process a lot easier and allow for creators to really express themselves rather than having to take everything, put it in another program, hire a developer, hire a whole bunch of people. You can do it all internally within this one gaming platform. And I think that that's going to be a huge push in the right direction for the community as a whole.
Oh, absolutely. That is something I'm super excited about. I was just talking about this in the last interview. I'm excited for that stuff as well. And like not only for like my own content, but just to see what other people make. And what a lot of people say is they're hoping it's like kind of like how content creation used to be like back in like the golden ages. Like right now you see, of course, like a lot of trends and a lot of people kind of doing the same thing. But what everyone hopes from Hytale is that we'll be able to, like you said, express ourselves and create our own things instead of like trying to get the game that you're, creating content in to work with you. You're like limited by that. And Hytale gives you that like freedom, that key to your own success.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a true sandbox. And that's what's great about it. Minecraft is a sandbox, but it's limited in what you can do in the game itself. If you want to manipulate or modify the game, you need a pre-existing skill set to be able to do that. Most content creators can't just go ahead and build out a bunch of plugins, and for those that want to, it costs a lot of money because these people are talented. They obviously are dedicating their time to this, and for smaller content creators especially, they get put at a huge disadvantage because they're unable to invest in their content in the way that someone who is making a living off of their content is able to do.
For sure. That's like I've run into that as well with like other people. Even now, like as a smaller creator trying to do like generally anything these days, it's a lot of money because there's so many people like, yeah, like you said, talented and like spend so much time learning these different skills.
Absolutely.
So what keeps you going these days doing all the kinds of stuff you do? I know that you're involved in a lot of different projects and businesses and such. So what motivates you to keep doing what you do personally?
The community 100%. In every role I've undertaken, whether it be with Dotwav or as a marketing director for a game studio, or now the head of marketing and head of partner relationships at BlitzStrike Hosting, it's the community. I mean, a lot of what I do on a day-to-day, I don't get paid for. You know, when we made Dotwav Presents, you know, we donated $70K to charity over the last year. I was coming out of pocket quite a bit, and I looked at that as my way of giving back. You know, we have no intention of turning this into some corporate environment and trying to, you know, get rich quick off of this community. And the way that this community has shown me nothing but love and support, and I see the drive and passion and talent that's in this community, it is what drives me forward. Because once you find that solace and that home in a place where you're extremely proud to be a part of, you want to do everything you can to better define and better cultivate that community that you love so much. And you know, it's lead by example, right? And if we can all set a good example, no matter who joins the community, whether it's a year from now, 10 years from now, or you know, beyond, we're gonna have set that standard that was set you know, by those previous to us, and keep on just creating a really positive and safe space for everybody to just be a part of and have fun and do something they're really passionate about.
Yeah, that's super important nowadays as well. Even in the small communities that I've been a part of, and especially like the bigger ones, it gets a little rough out there with people who are just trying to like profit and not get back, or not give back. They take and don't give in return. So I think that's a really important value of being, one, a responsible creator, and two, enabling the community to have like a better longevity, longer like growth, and keeping things alive longer.
Absolutely.
You'll see a lot of burnout and such.
At the end of the day too, right? Like, I don't want to see me or my friends have to go, you know, sit and work for Amazon or sit and work for some company and just be like a cog in the machine, right? Like, if we can continue to grow this community with a positive and skyrocketing trajectory, then we know that we have a solid career that doesn't feel like a career. You know, you're playing games with your friends, you're hanging out with really cool people, you're sharing experiences and bonding and creating a real connection with not only members of the community, but your peers and your friends and your viewers. It's a feeling that you really can't replicate in another environments. So, you know, it's important to keep that pushing forward so that all of us know that, hey, we're going to stay a part of this growing ecosystem, and that we can continuously bring on and onboard new awesome individuals to also take part in what we've cultivated.
Yeah, that's super awesome. How involved are you in the Hytale community as it stands right now? And I know that's like a difficult question because it's very small, but like, how much do you know about the community or the game in general at this moment in time?
In terms of my involvement, I'd say that I'm very much on the outside looking in. And what I mean by that is, you know, I have some very good friends, you know, Reddoons, Quebec, Violet, and a couple other creators that I'm really, really close with that are involved with this community, and they're super excited, and their excitement, it's infectious. But I'm also, you know, kind of wanted to be surprised, right? Like, I've been anticipating this game coming out for so long that I kind of just wanted to open up that game for the first time and enjoy the mystery of it. You know, just like your first time opening Minecraft, right? You joined, and sure, you might have seen some videos from a content creator, but especially, you know, a decade ago, that allure was so much more mysterious than what it is now. And you hop on and everybody knows what they're doing. It's a feeling you can't replicate. It was just this emotional, exciting, you know, like Christmas morning, right? You're looking at this present. You can see that it's a bike under that wrapping paper, but you have no idea what kind of bike it is, or, you know, what's in store for you in the adventures. And I think that is why I personally try to stay out of the loop for minute changes, and just stay excited and looking forward to this big picture, and just pressing play and experiencing that, you know, fully for the first time with some friends.
Exactly. Yeah, the whole world is like pretty much going to be your oyster. So I as well have been trying to like not know too much, or not like go poking my nose where it doesn't belong right now. I really just want to experience it when it comes out.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So I don't know if you're familiar with like the two kind of events that have been going on in the Hytale community, or in the past 2 years so far. There's been the Hytale Thankmas stream, which is a charity stream run by Quebec Corner, and I do the Createathon event started last year, and I'm trying again this year to see how it goes. Going more of like the art and talking to the creators themselves and learning more about their passions and their drive for the game and just the creative industry in general. But what could you, without like any spoilers, like not that I think you're planning anything, but what are some things that you personally would like to be involved in the future of Hytale as a game and a community, and things that you could see becoming reality?
I'll tell you right now,
That's fine.
Dotwav Presents is planning a lot for Hytale. We've had numerous discussions about how we would like to join that community when it comes out, and how we would like to, positively impact that community. And I think what it's going to be is it's going to be a lot more events, a lot more giving creators who don't necessarily have the opportunity to be, involved with these large scale events, a chance to meet with one another, play a game, experience some really good content that's out of the box and different towards, the regular day-to-day gameplay of the platform. And, I think that you're going to see some really big people in terms of, organizations and, big players around the streaming and content creator community getting involved with us doing this as well. I've had a couple conversations with some big platforms, and I can't say too much, but what I can say is, there are a lot of eyes excited to join this community and really build some cool stuff.
That's awesome. I'm excited for that as well.
Yeah, no, it'll be fun, man. I think all of this is going to be huge because, again, you experience Minecraft all over again, essentially in a multitude of different ways, and those changes have been so granularly thought out over the course of several years. And the people behind it are obviously people who love Minecraft as well, and they know this community. So I think what we're going to get is we're going to get a perfectly tailored experience that's going to blow us all away.
That is something that a lot of creators talk about, is like they call it the wave. Like all the Hytale creators are like, oh, there's going to be such a huge wave of people like flocking to this, new sandbox. Kids are new kids are coming to the playground to get on play with all the new toys and stuff. So yeah, I can't wait to see what kind of things people do, and just the sheer amount of creativity that sparks from all that.
Oh yeah, I think that things that we can't even imagine are going to happen on that platform.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I when I first learned about the game, and like back in 2018, it blew me away, all the things that they were saying could be done at that time, and they've added to that list now, and just like it's just growing and growing already before it's even out. So it's going to be breathtaking. Of course, there's going to be changes along the way when when the game is out. There's going to be updates, and they're going to get feedback from everyone. So it's all just super exciting. Awesome. Let's see what else we got here. Maybe we'll turn this around a bit. Do you have any questions regarding Hytale's community or anything like that? Like, I'm no expert, but maybe this will spark a little bit of extra conversation here.
I mean, I think a big one would be, where do you see the kind of content coming out to, right? Like, in terms of just pure outside of gameplay, where do you see this kind, like, just the first right off the bat trends? Are people going to do 100 days in Hytale, whatever their version of hardcore is? Are people going to, make funny skits? Like, where do you see Hytale going in terms of purely content standpoint? Because I think that's going to be the most interesting thing, because even now as a 26-year-old, I watch 90% of the media I intake is, especially on YouTube, is Minecraft related content, you know, and I'm definitely curious to hear what you, being closer to this, you know, ground zero of things, has thoughts on where that's going to go and how that's going to play out.
Yeah, of course. So, talking to a lot of the Hytale creators, almost everyone is interested in like the cinematic value that Hytale is going to have, because one, it's going to be like a beautiful game, and two, all those like camera controls, all the customization that you have to the game, like you were saying earlier, you're pretty much able, you have the tools to build whatever you want and change everything completely, which is so important. And I think it's really smart that, you know, the devs are creating it that way, because one, people play the game longer, and two, most games blow up because of like people creating content and like advertising that, showing people how much fun it is. But everyone's really interested in doing like cinematic stuff, me myself included. There's so many people that I've talked to that are just wanting to make cinematic like machinimas. They have a story to tell, they want to do custom animation, tons of mobs that are just pure creative content. Not like, of course there's going to be people who are doing the trends, like 100 days in this, or like I did this crazy thing, or come watch me play mini games. Like that's all going to be there, and that's all great, but I think the real way people are going to shine, the thing that's going to stick out, is those genuinely creative stories and characters that people plan to create.
Yeah, that's actually a really interesting take, right? Because a lot of those cinematics right now, if we're talking in comparison to Minecraft, it comes with replay mod and the editing process. And if you can cut down that painstaking process, which, you know, shout out to all the editors out there, man, you know, I know that's huge workload to undertake, especially for some of these more complex video concepts. If you can just cut that right out and allow for these creators to basically look what directors do, right? It's so much easier to shoot for the edit than to shoot in a green screen and then edit it in, right? If you have the budget, obviously.
Right.
And when we're speaking in pixels, if you can create that set in game and shoot for that in game, a lot of these creators again are gonna be able to save a fortune on external costs like editing and people who are going to record the videos for them. And if they can do it all in platform, I think you're going to see the rise of so many creators with so many unique perspectives that they've wanted to be able to get out using Minecraft as that platform, but haven't been able to because of a whole bunch of exterior roadblocks.
Exactly. Yeah, that's... I've like, after the Hytale delay, I tried doing like a little bit of what I want to do in Hytale in Minecraft. Like I tried to run my own like story-driven SMP last minute, so there wasn't like one, I don't really play Minecraft that often, and two, it just wasn't like as thought out as it could be. And I tried using all those like different mods and all. It's so complicated, so it just goes to show how important those features are going to be within the game itself in Hytale.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that the possibilities are truly going to be endless.
If you could give one piece of advice to anyone who's either eager to create Hytale content or Minecraft content, what would you give? What would you say?
I'd say time management. And it's so easy to say, you know, to go with one of those easier ones and say, okay, follow your dream, make the art that you want to make the content you want to make. I feel like that's a lot more obvious, but a big thing that I see a lot of even big content creators deal with is time management, right? You need to understand that if you want to create content to a degree where you're going to see success, not even in terms of a monetary sense, but getting your content out there to a community, or even just having sanity while, you know, really pushing out. Make sure that you're taking your time management highly into consideration. You know, make sure that you're scheduling out your day in a way that's going to work around your school or any other obligations you have in terms of work, relationship, family. And stick to that, because there are so many incredibly talented creators who get so overwhelmed with the massive amount of workload that they have to undertake to get to the position that they want to, or get to that next ring in the ladder, that it then becomes nerve-wracking, and you start questioning yourself, and ultimately you just end up, burning out. But if you can dedicate allotted points of time, set goals for those time standards, and move very swiftly and very, very thoughtfully, you are going to see 10x on that time investment. And again, that doesn't just mean financially, that's in whatever metric you measure success, whether that's viewership, subscribers, hitting that 100 subscriber mark, hitting that 1,000 subscriber mark, and ultimately, growing to the size that you want to be as a creator, because everybody's goals are different. Just make sure that you are being very wise with the time that you're putting into stuff, and don't overwork yourself, and just evenly space out the time that you're dedicating to your work and your passion, in a way that's going to be good for your mental health.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's something I personally struggle with a little bit at times, especially with, different things kicking up like work or school or family stuff. So that's definitely, anyone who's watching, definitely listen to that one.
It's a hard one, but once you get it, it's going to be something that benefits you not only in content creation, but every aspect of your life. I mean, time is the one finite resource that we unfortunately will not have more of, and unfortunately, there isn't much of. So, use it as wisely as you can. And when I mean time management, also include times to enjoy life, be happy, don't stress, as best as you can, and look back and reflect at all of the great memories and the great times and your benchmarks. That's a huge important piece of time management as well.
Alrighty, man. Well, thank you so much for your time today. It was awesome to get to talk to you and meet you, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Exodus,
And-
yeah, I love conversations like this. If you ever need anything, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help. If you need help with some of your events, or if you just ever want to chat, please feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to do so.
Sure thing, my guy. So, Powerbyte, how did you get started in the Hytale community with your creative projects?
I started out with making fan art and just posting it on Twitter. I got a lot of support, which was very nice, and then I started going deeper into the community. I started working on Blockshots, other projects. I met a lot of awesome people there.
That's awesome. I heard a lot of Blackshot when back in the day. That's really cool to see you be part of that. Any other, like, where did you progress from there?
I went over to Highcast. Eventually, I started moderating for Hytale Info. On Discord, I moderated a little bit for Dirty Virus, not anymore. Now, I still do a little bit of moderation for Quebec Corner.
Awesome. What motivates you to create Hytale related art pieces or creative events?
Well, that's pretty simple. The game is awesome. It's a lot of inspiration there. I like what they're doing with the tech. I like what they're doing with the art style. Thomas Frick, amazing concept art.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's just a lot of stuff you can do with it. I really think the game has a lot of creative potential.
For sure. What are some things you're excited to do with that creative potential?
I don't have anything specific in mind just yet. I think once the game is out, I'm just going to experiment, do a bunch of random stuff, and just work on things I think are fun.
Good thing to do. There's going to be a lot of opportunities, most likely. So, I could see you getting involved with like a lot of different things, with your wide variety of talent.
Yeah.
What were some of your most fun projects or activities that you have done in the Hytale community so far? Whether that's like an event or one of your animated projects or art pieces or anything of the sort.
That's a hard one. There's a lot of them. Oh, I really like doing the Arceus Play stuff recently. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it would get as big as it did. I mean, 2 whole art pieces on there. That's crazy.
That's pretty awesome. How did you manage like running all that? Because I didn't really know much about that because I'm not really a Reddit person. But when I heard about it, I'm like, oh, that seems cool. And as it went on, I realized it was like this big, huge, like organized, like group of people doing that. So obviously they had to have someone like running it.
Yeah, so well, when I learned about that Arceus Place was going on again this year, so I made a Reddit post. I made a small mock-up of something we could make, and a lot of people were interested. And so, hey, so we do have some potential here. I got a lot of people in Reddit chat, which was a little bit finicky, so we hopped over to Discord, and then a lot of people were there, and when it went live, we just were like, oh, this is the first pixel, we need to start placing pixels here, with a lot of strategies, how we're going about it. One person suggested how we would start, where we would start placing first pixel, and it turned out very helpful because it was a really uncontested spot.
And was it hard to like keep that spot? Because once it was like up there, I was going in there like placing my squares and trying to keep the artwork intact as people try to like kind of take it over. But that was after it was already kind of made. In the beginning, was it really hard to like keep people from, or keep other like organizations from taking over that space?
Yeah, in the beginning it was pretty chaotic. Under us there was the flag of Colombia, which was about to overtake us with yellow. But then we were saved by the Philippines, who just took Colombia's flag and said, hey, this is ours now. So that helped us a lot. So we weren't destroyed. And there was the Rainbow Road, just a rainbow that came diagonally and almost destroyed us, but we were able to work something out with them. And then there's just random bots that try to destroy stuff. We were able to fend them off pretty well. So.
Wow. Yeah, I know it takes a lot of like effort. One, to make something of that like that value, that size in a sense, because like it's a giant canvas that everyone's trying to like put art on. So the fact that you did that is crazy, but also the fact that you need to rally multiple people to do that at the scale you guys did. Like, how many people were like involved in that? Like probably like hundreds, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
We also had a bunch of allies which helped us to basically keep existing, because if you don't form allies, then it's really hard to keep surviving. I think the One Piece community was one of our biggest helps.
Yeah.
The whole event combined.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's pretty crazy. And I also I did see that the devs helped as well. So that was pretty awesome to see them like giving attention to that, which brings more people in, and just fun to kind of like do that with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, so that, yeah, that's a really cool thing that you help put together with everyone. And it's kind of like how often does r/place happen? Is it every year or what?
This is the second time it has happened. First time was back in 2017.
Oh wow!
I didn't partake back then, but I always thought, oh, it was awesome. Would love to have partaked in that, and now I could.
Yeah, that's so crazy. We literally kind of like made history, I guess.
Yeah.
Go Hytale. That's awesome. Do you have any current Hytale related projects that you're doing right now?
Yes, I have one. I had to delay it for about a year because I didn't work on it for a while. But, I'm currently working on a new Hytale animation, full Hytale style in Blender, and it's turning out pretty well. Pretty happy with it. It's animation set in Zone 4. It's a guy running around for like 2 minutes, bunch of action. Pretty fun.
I like animation and I love Zone 4, so that sounds. I'm really eager to see that. That's awesome, man. Who are some of the biggest supporters in the community that have like helped you, or that you identify as like people who appreciate your work?
I really think it's the community at large. It isn't just one person. It's everyone combined.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good way to put it too. Like, it's not like one or two people really like obviously people make a difference when they like let you know how they appreciate your work, but it's the cumulative support of everyone in the community coming together and sharing someone's work, or liking a post, or sharing their appreciation on that with a comment, and just like enjoying each other's work. I think that's really well put and really special.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, what are some of your goals that you would like to reach before 2023? Is there any goals that you have for yourself, creative-wise?
I'd love to get more into animation, because I think that's still one of my weaker points. I think creating renders is something I'm really good at, but actual animation, movement, that's something I could still learn a lot about.
Yeah, it's very complicated. That's all I know. And I've like years ago, I experimented with Blender, and it kind of introduced to me like how to use keyframes and such, because I use keyframes in like editing software for moving images or text and such. But yeah, animating something to look like it is alive and moving is pretty difficult, because there's a lot of things you have to consider, and it's like mostly theoretical. It's like, how would this thing theoretically move if it was alive, or if it was in this scene? So there is like a ton of imaginative and creative thinking that goes behind that. So that's a big thing to learn, and really really cool thing to learn. So I'm really excited to see how you grow in that and what you accomplish, because I love animation just like I appreciate it as an art form. So I wish you luck in that, man. That's really cool.
Thanks. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. For our last question, let's go with something a little bit more generic. What are you planning to do when Hytale comes out, like playing the game wise? Are you just gonna just kind of chill and enjoy the game, or are you gonna like do something crazy right off the bat?
I don't have any crazy plans really. I'm just going to play the game, have fun, experiment with the tools, and I'll see what comes up, I guess.
Awesome. That sounds perfect. Well, Powerbyte, I really appreciate your time. It was really awesome to get to talk to you and get to know you a little bit better and showcase some of your work to the community. And I am excited to see what you do in the future, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Of course.
Back when Hytale, like for the trailer first came out, I was pretty hyped about it. I started doing some art, and I did a little bit, and then one day I saw Blockbench, or actually no, it wasn't Blockbench. It was something else that someone who worked on Hytale actually made, some other little 3D modeling program, and I made a model of a monster, this Wendigo type creature, and then the CEO Sean, his name is Sean. He's CEO of Game Mode 1, who I currently work for. He saw that, and he sent me a message on Twitter, and he recruited me essentially, and now I work for them, making stuff for Minecraft.
Ooh. What kind of stuff do you do for Minecraft? Like what? Like you said, you're a texture artist.
Yeah, I do. I do texture and concept art, mostly texture art. But I've done a lot of, like, for one project we made this fishing game, and I designed most of the fish and the NPCs that you meet in there. I do texture art, so I did a little bit for the How to Train Your Dragon one, and I did a lot for this one project that isn't released right now, and it might get released hopefully eventually. I can't say much more than that.
Yeah.
I worked on the Sonic DLC. I did the Chow, all the Chow in the first one before the update. Yeah, those are like the big things.
Nice. Awesome. Let's see. What inspired you to get into this industry?
For a long time, I've loved animation. I've loved video games, and I've loved Minecraft for a long time. But like there's so much more that I feel like that concept that concept, so many directions that concept could go, and I want to see it go in those directions. And I feel like Hytale can do that for this genre. Lost my train of thought.
You're good. You're good.
So that sort of thing that kind of like it's inspiring, and I love art, and I learned how to draw, and that's basically been my goal, is to either work in animation, which is less of my goal nowadays. I want to be in games. I want to do game stuff. Love to be a part of a small indie team making indie games, because that's where I think a lot of the creativity is nowadays.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and I'd love to be a part of the Hytale community and make stuff for Hytale.
Oh, that's gonna be so cool. I can't wait to see like how many new like job opportunities come from that, because there's already so much from Minecraft, and it's pretty limited on what you can do. So with what they have for Hytale, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a huge job market.
Yeah, like already that's my job, making DLC for Minecraft, and we have a whole team of people, and we're doing pretty good. We make good stuff.
Awesome.
Very, very talented coworkers. I'm proud to be working with them, and I'm excited to see what that sort of thing can do in the Hytale, like teams like ours.
Heck yeah. If someone were to want to get started in, let's say, Hytale model making, or textures, something along those lines, where would you recommend they start out?
Definitely just download Blockbench. It is free, and it's not super hard. It's a lot simpler than any other 3D modeling program out there. Just download that, mess around with it. There are tutorials online. I'm sure you could ask people for help, and they'd be happy to help you out if they can. Yeah, there's a lot you can do with it.
Nice. What has been your most fun project to work on so far?
Most fun project. I really liked working on the Chow for the Sonic DLC, because I'm a big Sonic fan. I grew up with Sonic Adventure 2. That was my game. I loved it, and I would play with the Chow all the time. The Chow garden was great, and I really want Sega to bring it back. But yeah, I loved working on them, and I'm glad to have been able to make an official Sonic thing so early in my career. Like, I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I hear a lot of other people like in different industries where they get to work on something that they enjoyed as a kid, or like be like something that inspired them. They become part of that like story later on down the line of like different characters or like movies and stuff like that. So that's really cool, man.
Yeah, I'm lucky to be able to do that.
Oh yeah. As you were getting into this industry of concept and texture art, who were some of your biggest like supporters, people who were like encouraged you or helped you learn along the way?
Mostly people from real life. I'm not sure if I should be
dox them. Yeah.
Yeah. A good friend of mine who's supported me. We supported each other for a long time. We met at art school. Then of course my family. They're very supportive of what I do. And I'm very lucky for that. And then it's just good to have made some art friends along the way. My coworkers are all very kind and supportive, and always willing to help when you ask.
What are some personal goals of yours you would like to reach before the end of the year?
That's a tough thing to think about.
You're like, shoot, now I have to come up with some goals on the spot.
Yeah, it's just these past couple of years have been pretty rough in terms of just productivity and just being able to be creative. It's like by the end of the year, I just want to be able to make some more art. I've been dealing with some health problems that made it a little difficult, especially difficult lately. But I'm getting better, doing good. Just want to make more art and get better, make some marked improvements with what I can do.
Yeah.
And learn some new stuff. Like I want to get better at modeling, 3D modeling. I've only done so much of it. I want to do more. Yeah, that's more or less it.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That was getting in the way. I hope you're feeling better now and continue to feel better and get back into the groove, because I definitely know what that feels like, to have obstacles in the way.
Yeah.
So earlier you were talking with me about some of your ideas for Hytale. I know we've probably talked about this last year because we've known each other for a while. But what are some either ideas you have to implement yourself for Hytale, like things you want to add, or things you hope they add on their own?
Good question. There's stuff that I hope that they add. They've already shown a bit of it. Like I've always wanted an actual combat system in a game like Minecraft, like proper real combat, and so far they seem to be doing something pretty fun with it. So I hope to see like every kind of weapon having its own like sort of moveset, kind of like how Dark Souls does it. I hope to see that multiplayer is more functional than Minecraft. Like it should be more of a simple process, I think. I'd love to see a more compelling magic system. What I want for it is maybe a little more complex than what would reasonably be included in something like this. But I've loved stuff like Thaumcraft, the mod for Minecraft. I think stuff like that's really cool. Something more complex, magic you really have to work for, in order to really take advantage of that kind of power. There's something that's more than just like, well, you leveled up and now you know how to explode a planet.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That sort of thing isn't super interesting to me. Like it's fine for a lot of games. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just not super interesting. Like I would like stuff like witchcraft. Like you have to collect these herbs and you take an animal's foot and you put it together and you make a curse or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of potential for that, especially in a game like Minecraft or like Hytale, where there's a lot of potential to borrow aspects of like real folklore and the way spells work in folklore and historical spell work.
Yeah, in the real world, how magic works in real life.
Exactly, you get it.
Yeah. What are some specific like creative tools you're hoping they add? Because I know that's going to be a big part of your job in Hytale.
From what we've seen, they already got like a good system for modeling and textures, animation. That's all great. Hope it's all very well polished by the time it comes out. I do hope it's as free as Minecraft can be, because you can't like the clan itself isn't moddable, at least as far as I'm aware. For Hytale. So I hope that isn't like too limiting, but I don't think it will be. It seems like they're really intent on making it and letting people do what they want with it. As otherwise, I don't know. It's hard to say without knowing what sort of limitations it would end up being. I
Right.
guess. It's like theoretically he could do anything, but that doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
There's always going to be limitations.
So yeah, it is. Yeah, again, game's not out. We don't know too much. We only know like they have that kind of they have those kinds of tools in mind. So best thing we can do right now is imagine what it's gonna be like.
Well, speculate, and then if it's not exactly how I want it to be, I will be disappointed.
Yeah, speculate and then disappointment. That's why I don't speculate. I just hope sometimes. What's your favorite Hytale mob?
Favorite Hytale mob? Probably the Mosshorn. I'm a sucker for big dopey animals.
You want to give any shout outs to anyone in the Hytale community, any fan artists or creatives in the community that you've seen their work and gone, oh, that's cool?
Big shout out to Lee, Crimson Crow.
Yeah.
Very, very good artist, good friend. And of course DairyPanda. DairyPanda also.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice guy.
Very sweet. Very dairy. I don't know. I think that's a sign that this Q&A is over. Well, how did you get started in, the Hytale community per se? How did you hear about Hytale and what got you interested?
So I've heard rumors about Hypixel making an independent game since like 2014, I think was when I first started hearing, little bits of chatter about it from like other content creators or just Hypixel players, of people thinking, usually it was just, little bits and pieces. Nobody had any hard facts about it or anything. By then I remember in like something like early 2018, I think, people found the Hytale Twitter account that was just named plainly Hytale.
Mhm.
It was a blank account, no profile picture, no likes or anything, but it was followed by Simon and a couple other Hypixel admins. And so I remember when that got like posted about, or at least like it was being shared around with creators, a lot of us were like, oh, this is the Hypixel game. It's actually like officially happening. This has to be related. Which of course it was. But then eventually, I think Simon tweeted before that the trailer was going to be coming out, like just little bits of information of, yeah, this is happening, here, this is the date the trailer comes out or whatever. I don't remember the exact of how it happened, but for the first time it was official publicly. And from there, interestingly enough, I had quit YouTube. I've been a YouTuber off and on plenty of times, YouTuber and streamer. Off and on since like early to mid 2013 roundabout. So I've been doing things around this community for a pretty long time. But this was during one of my kind of off seasons. I had been pretty popular at Hypixel UHC. I was like a leaderboard player, kill record holder, and just decently growing YouTuber in like 2017. But I got bored and quit. Played Fortnite and stuff instead during 2018 because that was the peak year for Fortnite.
There you go.
But then once the trailer was announced, I thought, okay. Because at this point, I kind of thought I was just probably quitting Minecraft forever. I didn't really think I'd ever be coming back to that scene because 2018 Minecraft was dead.
Yeah.
And once this announcement came out, we were like, whoa, we can play a sandbox game again. Hytale will save the Minecraft community.
Exactly.
It's pretty much how everyone felt about it, because Minecraft was just, at a low point. It was unoptimized, not very fresh, and above all else, the combat was garbage. It was just terrible, terrible system. It's still such a terrible system, and if anyone vaguely related to Mojang or Microsoft end up listening to this somehow. 1.9 combat was possibly the biggest mistake any game dev has made related to combat on their game. God, what a terrible blunder that was. But anyway, whatever. Hytale was seen as kind of a redemption possibility for sandbox games for a lot of us from the Minecraft scene. And so I hopped back into YouTube and I made a couple commentary, theory videos about what might be involved, what might be shown in the trailer. Then the trailer came out and I did another one of this is what we know, now this is what we want to theorize based on that, what we hope shows up. And then a couple other little theory crafting videos about it. But from there, I remember, actually before the trailer came out, Simon reached out to me personally and was like, yo, you're going to be caught off guard when you see this trailer. I can't really tell you anything, but I felt I had to reach out because, whoa. And then the trailer came out, and I was like, oh. So what you meant was I was spot on. He was like, yeah, no, just detail for detail. It was very, very accurate.
That's crazy.
Because pretty much everything it suggested was pretty identical to what the trailer showed us. Wow. So that's pretty neat. But yeah, so that's how I came across it. I've kind of known it was a possibility since 5 or 6 years ago, but it became a lot more real around the time of the trailer, of course.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm a terribly active member of quote-unquote Hytale's community, just, I'm more active with Minecraft again, but
right.
I haven't lost hope in the game or anything. I'm still very excited to play it once it comes out, but I don't really feel the way that I used to of Hytale is the only reason any of us will ever want to play sandbox games again. I still have plenty of stuff to do on Minecraft. Fortunately, I still greatly dislike updated combat mechanics, but at least there's been cool new features, a lot more great dev tools, stuff for builders, the game is optimized again, Minecraft is not a lost cause the way it was 4 years ago. So, if Hytale never came out, I wouldn't be just broken, shattered, ruined career over it. But I'm still quite excited for the day it inevitably does get released.
Yeah, exactly. Same here. Going back into what you're doing for Minecraft right now, what have you been, if you can talk about it, of course, what have you been busy with?
So, as most people watching will probably know, I am a bit of a pioneer in the event space. So just games that are built specifically for content creators to play together one or a few times, as opposed to most games that are made to be permanent on a server. Mine are made specifically for the content space to enjoy for a limited amount of time. So it's something I've done for kind of a long time. It's not exactly a new concept. I was running little rinky-dink UHCs for my friends as far back as, 8-9 years ago. But over time, they got a little bit more and more in-depth with neat little game modes and such, but it was always UHC up until, and some occasionally Hunger Games stuff. But first time I actually did something unique was in January of 2019. So as you can see, that was literally a month after, the Hytale trailer dropped. So, as you can see, my motivation to do things with the game was kind of reignited there. I actually, maybe a hot take, but I'm of the opinion that the Hytale trailer is the biggest reason that Minecraft is even successful nowadays, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I mean...
It's the game, think about it, right? Game was dead, trailer dropped. Then suddenly, I'm back in it, making my first ever event series, and on top of that, SMP Live came about. I don't know with utter certainty about this, but from what I recall, I'm pretty sure it was public information that SMP Live happened because, the Hytale trailer dropped, and I think it was Cooper, C-Scoop, saw that trailer and thought, huh, we should make a Minecraft SMP. Play some Minecraft with our friends. So I'm pretty sure SMP Live happened because of the Hytale trailer. And then because of SMP Live, we got a ton of OG creators coming back in Minecraft, as well as big creators in other scenes. We also got, knock on wood, I hate saying the name, Minecraft Monday, the Keemstar put together. But it was still, I mean, it was big for the space, can't deny that. Which then brought about Minecraft Saturdays and MC Championship. Also, SMP Live segued into SMP Earth, which I think kind of laid a ton of groundwork for Dream SMP to be as successful as it was. Obviously, that is a totally different project, and Dream and Wilbur and anyone else who contributed to it were a massive part of why it was as successful as it was. But
right,
you got to remember, take Tommy for example. Tommy blew up on SMP Earth, and he was poised for a perfect position to hop in Dream SMP, which was a big part of why it blew up as quickly as it did. Was how much of a natural entertainer Tommy was with the content he added to that group. Which, who knows if that would have happened if not for the growth he got on
Hypixel
SMP
and
Earth,
SMP Live,
which
yeah.
And SMP Earth happened because of SMP Live, which happened because of the Hytale trailer. It feels like the Hytale trailer was genuinely the origin point for our content community, the modern content community in Minecraft. At least that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I definitely could see that being the case, because within the small, tight-knit Hytale, quote-unquote Hytale creator community, what's left of it, it's all kind of the same stuff, whether they play Minecraft or don't. You can take my friend Reddoons, that's where I met him, and because of us wanting to be ready for Hytale and being hyped for it when there was the unfortunate news that the game was being delayed, he was like, well, I'm glad I'm motivated to do Minecraft content because hopefully I can do Hytale content. So
yeah, because the bigger you are doing Minecraft, the more poised you are to be one of the pioneer creators at the Hytale drops. So you obviously want that momentum behind your channel before it comes out. But anyway, back to your actual question. Yeah, with that I started my first custom event series, Winner Takes All. It was a different game mode every time with custom code and builds for it. With me and my buddies Gilly, Leon, those two are the devs, as well as Finlay and Matt Moff, who just helped me with basic things like getting the builds together and then just adminning the shows, getting the creators. We did a different game mode every time, and the twist to it was everyone would replace their default donation link with a pooled donation link that I owned, and whoever won the overall event would get all of the donations cumulatively as prize winnings, which was kind of revolutionary for the space because I don't think prize money had been done really in Minecraft events before. Up until then, it was just everything is just for fun, whether it's events, SMPs, whatever. This was the first time you could win a Minecraft game and make money doing it,
So I'm assuming if you've had contact with Hypixel and kind of the whole Minecraft community, you were saying that you've been in contact with the developers before the game came out or before the trailer, before the game came out, before the trailer came out and such. Is that connection still there, or is it pretty quiet nowadays?
Loosely so. We're not hanging out on. I've known of we've known of each other for longer than we've actually known each other. I'm sure Simon knew of me long before any DMs happened, just from me being an annoying prick on Twitter complaining about cheaters in UHC, because there was plenty of that from me and many of my friends back then, back when just all we cared about was just the most optimal content for us to make, and not really taking into effect other factors that play into what's going on the server. We didn't really know what was going on behind the scenes, but we damn well knew how to complain. So I'm sure a fair few admins already knew about me long before there was a healthy relationship going on there.
Look at this guy. Better give him his name so he doesn't complain.
Fucking Noah again, just causing problems on Twitter, being obnoxious. But fortunately, it's not really like that anymore.
Well,
A
that's
lot
good.
of us have grown up since then.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, a while. A couple of years.
Yeah, I think the first, it definitely stretches back to before I was actually a legal adult. You know, it started when I was 16, 17, so
Yeah.
plenty of history there.
That's pretty cool. It's good to know that, they've been trying to establish those connections, beforehand and such.
Oh yeah, they're very community oriented. I think that was a big part of what actually attracted me to Hytale in the first place. It was, I guess stuff like combat and all that in Minecraft bugged me, but I don't think anything annoyed me quite as much as the fact that, at least back then, the entirety of Mojang just would not touch our community with a 10-foot pole. You could get multi-million subscriber influencers from our community tweeting at them, and it would just be airwaves.
Yeah, just in one ear, out the other, they would ignore.
Yeah, they just weren't interested. They did not want to even acknowledge the existence of our community. And then there was the Hytale dev team, where all of them were interacting with us constantly, and it was like, wow, this is what it feels like when game devs actually give a shit about you, as opposed to pretending you don't exist forever, because that's really how it was with Mojang for a while. It was really frustrating. Felt like all they cared about was 12-year-olds playing survival or 60-year-olds playing survival. That was pretty much it. If you weren't random, just some random 8-year-old kid on his mom's laptop, or a member of Mindcrack, those were the only two groups of people they seemed to care about at all back then.
Oh my gosh.
So, it was a very nice change of pace. I think they've gotten a lot better about that since then. Still not perfect by any means, still frustrating more often than not, but way, way better than it used to be. They're definitely a lot more in touch now.
I wonder why.
It's almost like that business model works.
Right. And it's so funny, it shouldn't even be a I don't know, a business model. I mean, it's a good one, obviously. If you want people to like your business, pay attention to them and listen to them, but I don't know, it just makes the community and the consumer, use business terms, it makes the consumer feel cared about and wanted, and makes them want to engage with your stuff more.
Helps a lot with player retention, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. That's super awesome. This has been going on for a while. We've been talking for this. We could probably go on and on, huh?
No kidding, eh?
Yeah. Well, I won't take up too much of your time on recording here, so I guess we'll end off with, what are some things you're looking to do either before Hytale comes out or before the end of this year? Any goals for yourself as a business owner / creative entrepreneur?
I have a little doc where I keep a account of how much prize money has been given out through our shows. My goal, if it's possible, I would love to hit $1 million given out in prizing by the end of the year.
Wow.
I don't think it's too likely that we hit it by then, admittedly. I'm a little bit away off. We're at 525,000 right now, approximately. So nearly $500,000 before we're there, but who knows? I mean, we've got a lot of gigs lined up, so it may be possible, but it probably won't be happening till next year. So that's something on my bucket list for sure. And then my biggest one would be, I would love to turn Minecraft into a viable esport. It's been a dream of mine for a very, very long time. I know there's no shot in hell I will ever have Microsoft Minecraft Mojang's backing on it. They've made it very clear that they do not have any interest in investing in the competitive potential of the game. So it's on the community to do it for them. My hopes I can make something cool in that line eventually, but nothing is confirmed yet, so it's all just talk for now.
Right. But then again, that's another thing about a Hytale is that they're already looking into that. Like again, you said like Twitch rivals and the potential they have with all their stuff.
Yeah, I mean they're already. I mean, hell, they're backed by Riot.
Yeah.
Arguably the most successful esport of all time in their repertoire. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine the Hytale Riot like events, like what they did for like League of Legends and stuff. Oh my gosh, like that's the possibilities are endless.
There'll be a lot of cool things there. I imagine there'll still be a lot of community-based things that are very important, but
that sounds so exciting.
I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of in-house stuff too.
Oh yeah. Now I'm excited for Hytale again. Look what you've done. I'm like all giddy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling something.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot going on waiting for us there.
Oh, thank you for talking to me about this stuff. This is really cool, and man, it's sparked a little bit of my like excitement for Hytale again. I've been talking about this all week, and every time I'm like, oh my gosh, like, forgot Hytale's a thing. So, thank you for that.
Yeah, of course. Thank you again for your time as well.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, good meeting you too.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that is all the interviews we have for this year's Hytale Create-A-Thon. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Big thanks to everyone who let me interview them and take up their time this year. It was really awesome to see some new faces and talk to some familiar ones as well. Before we end off the show here, we have one last opportunity for Q&As. If anyone has any last questions or wants to say any famous last words before the event is officially over here. We are a little over time yet again. Haha. I think it's going to be a common thing where we're like an hour or two over schedule. But yeah, if any of you left here in the audience would like to say any last words, just let me know. And if not, we'll call it here. Alrighty. Let's get it. Insidious. We had Hydro already. We'll get him next. Insidious. Yo, hello.
I got a really quick question. All right. So whenever you get the game, right? Are you planning on doing a single player playthrough first or with friends?
It'll probably be with friends because that's how I like to experience things. If I do it myself, like it would be fun. I could play it my way, but I like having other people's reactions too because they might react to something differently or react to a different thing entirely that I didn't notice or I don't know. I just like seeing other people's reactions to certain things. Makes me appreciate games more as a whole.
All right, that was my full question.
All right, what about yourself?
I don't know. So I think I'm gonna do it single player because you can theoretically get spoiled by other people finding stuff in your world, and I kind of want to experience a lot of what the game has to offer, and then I'll delve into like SMPs or stuff like that.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm super excited for what's to come.
Yeah, all right, man. Thank you.
Of course. Alrighty, Hydro. Get you up here.
All right, thank you.
Of course, welcome back.
I have one question for you, and then if you would allow me to, I wanted to say a quick word to everyone watching, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
All right, so I wanted to ask if you plan to collab with any other YouTubers, whether they're big or small, when Hytale comes out.
Yeah, for sure. I'm open to many things. Like I mean, the only plans I have right now are with current friends and like creators that I like have I'm in touch with at the moment. But yeah, I'm open to anything at this point. Yeah, I'm super excited for all that.
Yeah. I guess the only thing I had to say to both you and everyone watching is, keep your head up. Hytale will be here before we all know it.
Yeah.
And it'll be a fun time. It'll be great.
Indeed. Alrighty, Hydro, thank you again. Love having you up
Thank you
here.
for having me here.
Of course, it's my pleasure. Underscore M, you would like to come up again? We can get you up here.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome back.
I don't really think I have any questions, except like, what do you, cause like you, I don't know, what are your future plans for like Hytale Create-A-Thon?
Well, we've always wanted to do a lot of stuff actually within Hytale, and this year specifically was really rough because of the lack of hype and motivation of other creators, with lots of Hytale creators not posting content or encouraging others to create stuff. It was kind of just like this little friend group here. Like everything that we have for this year was because of BlitzStrike and Crimson Crow helping me out. BlitzStrike helped me with edits, and as you know, Crimson Crow runs the show with her illustrations and her awesome ideas. But in the future, we want to do larger scale events and show off way more of the community once it's big enough to do that. We want to have stuff in game, like people like have a big theater, have a huge stage where instead of us here in Discord, like you can actually walk up on the stage and stand next to, you know, your favorite creators and speak out. However we can make it work, we'll do what we can, but we want to make it a huge interactive experience. And hopefully at that point, there's the possibility that this could be an official Hytale event, like where the devs are like running it and not some random guy in his home studio office. But yeah, that's
no,
always
I just wanted to say, sorry, I just wanted to say that I think you're doing a really good job with these like Createathon and stuff. These like big events, yeah.
I really appreciate it. Yeah, we work really hard and get in over our heads sometimes. It's like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? We gotta entertain everyone, but at the end of the day, we just want to inspire other people to continue creating and encourage them to, put their best foot forward and get their stuff out there and celebrate themselves.
Yeah. I guess that's all I really had to say. So I mean, just thanks for having me on and stuff. So
Of course, it's an honor. Really appreciate you stepping out here again.
all right, guess I'm gonna go. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Z, we get you up here again, my guy.
Alrighty.
What's up, man?
Not much. I just wanted to come in here and ask. Well, ask a question in a second. I wanted to make sure that everybody in the chat knows, even if you don't follow Hytale as closely as everybody you see here, remember that it is coming next year, and I'm not gonna jinx this. It's gonna happen. I promise you.
I think you're jinxing it right now. Stop talking.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm not. Anyway, I'm more excited for this than I have been in the past, and this Createathon was absolutely a blast. Just sitting here and watching it from the whole. I don't even know how long I've been watching. It's probably been a few hours now.
It's been a couple hours, yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. This was genuinely a fun Createathon. I'm sure everybody had a blast watching it. But no, I just wanted to. This is more of a personal question about your channel.
Yeah.
Going forward, from here until the launch of Hytale, what are your plans for content?
Oh boy. Well, I'm not really
if you don't
sure.
have any, that's fine too.
Like I have a couple plans, but I'm not sure exactly the direction I'm going. I've got a couple paths that I'm testing the waters in a sense. Lately, I've been streaming a lot of Sea of Thieves on Twitch because that's a game that I have another foothold in the community, and I enjoy making content there. So that's where I've been posting most of those videos on this channel here. But I have been experimenting with other channels. I know in many of the interviews I talked with a lot of Minecraft creators and how they believe Minecraft is a good foothold for the longevity of a Hytale channel. So I also have some opportunities that have been offered to me doing some Minecraft content, but that is all going to be put on a separate channel. And for the time being, I'm kind of taking a not a break, but I'm stepping back and examining my options and going to, like, I'm still creating content and waiting for a Hytale, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm not 100% sure of what direction I'm going to go because of the Hytale delay.
Yeah, essentially at this point you're just trying to sit back, relax, have some fun with it instead of forcing yourself to create a chore for yourself.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I've been there. I know exactly what you mean. But yeah, no, that's all I wanted to say. Everybody, stay hype.
Stay hyped, guys. Appreciate it, Z. Love you, man.
All right, peace out, dog.
See ya. Alrighty, Vin Swarm, get you up here as well. Hello?
Alright, my question is, what do you think instruments will be like in Hytale?
Ooh, that's a super cool question. Well, I, for one, don't know exactly, of course, but what I am hoping they do is, the closest example I could use is in Sea of Thieves. You have, everyone can join in playing a song, and all you have to do is select which song you want to play. One person starts it, and then whenever someone else goes to play an instrument, it plays the song together, and you can change which song is like the lead or the melody or like the background ambient instrument. So I hope they do something like that, because that's one, it's easy and makes you feel really immersed, and I just think it's cool and works out pretty well.
Alright. Thank you.
Of course. Thanks for the question.
See you later.
See ya. Skelly hasn't had a chance to speak. We'll have them come up here. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I've been in the Hytale community since it added in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And I just say I appreciate everybody, because we're like 50 to 100 people, and everything is like cool. And my first tweet actually was a Hytale fan art.
I believe I've seen, I recognize your icon. I'm sure I've seen a lot of your stuff out there before.
I do my content, I do Minecraft videos and YouTube stuff and speedrun Minecraft, which is different, but Hytale always had a place in my heart.
That's awesome.
It's one of those games that you hear about the first time, and I'm never gonna speedrun Hytale because it's not like Minecraft. I didn't wait 2 years to play it, or more.
Yeah, you want to experience it.
Really well.
Exactly.
Okay, that's all.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much. We really appreciate you, and we hope to see more.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Alrighty, Wind, we'll have you come up, and I believe Asha wanted to come up as well afterwards. Alrighty. Hello again.
Hello again.
Hi.
I don't really have a question. I just wanted to really say thank you for everything and for this event. Really, it's my first event being live and stuff, and it's pretty awesome, I'd say.
Of course.
Yeah. I watched the Hytale trailer when it first came out, but I wasn't really into the community until like a few months ago. I watched yours and a bunch of others' videos and stuff, and I just want to say, I was really inspired. I was really motivated by everyone's community. Everyone's just their passion for this project that isn't even out yet, and they're just constantly making videos and stuff. And,
right.
I thought a bit sad how people kind of slowed down in making videos and stuff. And,
yeah.
Watching it. So yeah. But...
It is unfortunate. Even myself, I'm torn because I want to make those types of videos, and I have ideas that are a bit outside of the box, but I know that it might do more harm than good at this point. So I'm taking a break from Hytale stuff, from just completely doing Hytale stuff. Of course, I'm working in the background and keeping connections, and obviously doing Createathon. So we're trying to keep the spirits high. So I appreciate that it's being appreciated.
Yeah, it's understandable. You don't want to create too much hype and then having it be disappointed again,
Right.
Yeah. So just wanted to say, whatever happens this year, I'll follow you and your content, and everyone else as well. So if anyone else wants to start making content about Hytale as well this year, doing whatever, I'll support them as well. Like I believe like the moment where we can't create anything because there's no content. I think like creativity will like shine the brightest like in those moments. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Those are very wise words.
Thank you.
Of course.
So stay strong. Just stay strong after this. Everyone in chat. Love every single one of you. Don't even know anyone here, but love everyone here. Love the energy. So yeah.
Alrighty.
See you.
Bye bye. Of course.
Bye.
Bye bye. Alrighty. I'm gonna invite Asher to speak because I believe they had something to say.
Hello, I was muted for a second. My apologies.
All good.
Well, I've come in here to ask, since everyone has some burning questions for you, are we going to see more of the grumpy green boy?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Indeed.
What a grumpy man. But I've also come to ask is, how do you feel about music, and how do you think it affects people's content?
Music is, at least for me, it's one of the most important parts because, as you can tell now, if you're watching the stream, I'm playing music, and I saw a lot of people in the chat saying that the music is very nostalgic, and without the Hytale music and OST, it wouldn't really feel like a Hytale event because it gives that atmosphere and that emotional attachment to whatever you're making. And right now this music isn't fitting, so I'm going to skip it because it does not fit. There we go.
The vibe's off.
Exactly. See, now we're back. Good example. Good example.
It has returned.
Yeah. Even in other forms of content and games, you've got the music really sets the tone and is like the basis of everything. I've always been one who's enjoyed music and expresses myself a lot through listening and playing music. So I feel like it's one of the most important things besides having good visuals and, let's say, a video anyway. Music, it would probably be the second most important thing, if not even more important than the visuals. But yeah, it's big important hours.
Yeah, I mean, music is important. If it doesn't have anything, it would just be awkwardly sitting here in silence. So I appreciate the very good, nice music.
Of course.
But I guess I also just want to say congratulations on yet again another successful Createathon.
Oh, thank you so much. Again, it wouldn't be successful without everyone here, without you guys watching and supporting, and of course, my whole Discord staff team who have helped me put this together and helped me stay sane while making this. Thank you to Blitz for helping me edit all of these interviews and staying up late with me working on them. And again, for Crimson Crow for making the illustrations and helping me animate them. And to you, Astra, for helping keep morale high and going over scripts and stuff with us and all the planning behind it, the organization.
Why, of course, it's just what I do. If you don't do it, I throw rats at you. That is my vibe.
Throw rats at me. That is probably the most you thing I've ever heard. That is great.
Rat checking. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say. I'm gonna go run back downstairs to make sure my noodles are all good because I noticed you're doing the QA again. And I yeeted upstairs. So I want to ask a question.
Go grab them noodles.
The noodles. Alrighty. Thank you so much.
Alrighty. See ya. Alrighty. If there are no more questions, I suppose it is time to bid you all farewell. And I enjoyed this a lot. My favorite part of Createathon is coming in here to talk to you guys because you guys are the reason we all do this and the reason that any of this is possible. So again, thank you for all being here. I'm looking forward to next year. Hopefully, again, well, I'm not going to get my hopes up because last year we're like, oh, we're going to do Createathon in Hytale next year. And that didn't work out so well. So we will do our best to see what we can do and encourage you guys to continue creating. To everyone that we've showcased today, keep creating, keep doing you, and keep supporting. It was really awesome to see a lot of new people kind of rise up just to show off their stuff for this event. And with that, I shall bid you farewell. Goodbye.